KERO-KERO-YAHO. Hello. I have anxiety. I'm having really bad anxiety today, and I don't know why. But hi, hello. How's it going? How would we doing? Is it going well for everybody? I hope so. I am. I kind of just am. That's how I'm doing today. I have not been very productive lately. But at least today wise, so that's giving me excuse me. I've not been super productive today, so that is giving my brain the screaming feeling, but you know, that's fun. Yeah. Today is the reverse 1999. We're gonna be continuing with the story, and hopefully I can make some good progress on chapter 4 today. That would be cool and epic and neat, I think. I hope everything's working today. Cause I know stuff has been having issues with my chat program, and I've heard Twitch in general is just having some issues. And I'm worried my Wi-Fi is going to shit itself. But we'll see how everything rolls, I suppose. Oh, my nose is itchy. I don't know what else I was going to say, so we might as well start video game. Hi, hello, Shork. How's it going? Hi. We are gaming now. Hi. I'm going to get myself some neat cards. Maybe. Why aren't my cards working? There we go. I have cool cards now. Playing Deep Rock Galactic. Yippee! And then now that I have that, I need to set up my window capture, because I haven't been doing that the last couple streams, and I want to be atmospheric, god damn it. But yeah, here we are. Hi. Hello. I have evidently done a bunch of leveling up with my characters, so we have that there for a progress report, and I'm level 23 on my account. But otherwise not anything super interesting to talk about there. We might as well simply get into the story and see how it goes. A wandering dog, ears low, tail down, she settles back to the shadow of the house. I have some coffee here, and that's cool and neat. I like coffee. I'm Kibi. Let me
We are on page
remove
21,
my hat.
section 3.
Hat gone. Kibi.
Ms. Z insists on adopting this draft.
I'm
Ms. Z,
Kibi.
please, walk Madame Constantine through this section.
No need for that. I've read the stenographer's report. In fact, this is the second time I'm addressing this proposal. Considering the Integratus has been very determined to its submission, I believe many delegates must have a burning interest in the case. At least it's worth some discussions. Pedra, why do you oppose it?
The rise of Manus Vindictae has caused the Arcanum world to gradually break free from the Foundation. Therefore, we need to monitor what our Arcanists think and control what they do in a stricter manner, in case they go too far. Manus Vindictae has a subversive slogan. Their influence has been getting bigger since the first storm, so has the scale of their infiltration.
I mean, yeah, of course it's been getting
In the
bigger.
Walden incident of 1929, we were given away in advance. It probably had something to do with the infiltration.
Very well. A point worth discussion. But it is not relevant to our subject here and now. Stenographer, please take down the point Mr. Rosa just made. That will be the subject of our meeting in the 3rd week. Katz, what do you think?
The expectations of our constituencies are on our shoulders. Fear of the Arcanists has grown due to the attacks by Manus Vindictae in many regions. It's not ideal for us to implement the peace policy and promote the arcane technology.
Is it? Is it
To
really?
maintain the Foundation's reputation, we have to start with the registered Arcanists, strengthen the regulations, and show the public that Arcanists are reasonable and trustworthy. That is why I am opposed to the draft.
Inspiring.
She stands up, pacing around in the meeting room.
However, what a shame. None of you have realized the key factor in this subject.
Huh?
What is the key element that decides whether this proposal will be approved or not?
Oh.
Manus Vindictae?
Burton,
The
probably.
constituents? No. It's far simpler than those. It's Verton.
Hey!
According to the
smart.
proposal, Verton will become the only tie between these unregistered Arcanists and the Foundation. As the number of Verton's field missions increases, she will inevitably get in touch with more and more unregistered Arcanists. That is to say, outside the Foundation's jurisdiction, the group of people is getting stronger each day. An armed force. Her attitude towards the Foundation will be the key to all the issues.
Virgin received her education in SPDM from an early age. She has a clear tendency.
Yes, that's what I think.
She has a clear
That's
tendency
also
towards
why I have asked someone who
freedom.
can provide a valid argument on the issue to join us.
Sonetta?
You may come in, Sonetto.
Hey! I don't actually remember this part, or if I even read it in the first place, so I'm just guessing here. That's cool. The door is pushed ajar. Sonetto enters the room humbly and prudently. Her uniform seems to have changed a little.
Good day, Madam Vice President.
Hi!
Greetings to all committee members. May the peace be with us.
That uniform is so pretty.
The timekeeper is still in treatment. Before she is restored to health, I appoint you to take care of all the relevant matters on her behalf.
Copy that.
Now,
Sorry,
I
I'm
will ask you some
fidgeting
questions.
and going
Please answer them truthfully.
is silly to me.
Clear.
Based on your observation, do you or do you not think the timekeeper has been loyal to the Foundation?
Of course. All the students of the School of Primary Defense of Mankind are devoted to the peace of mankind. We have pledged lifelong allegiance to the Foundation that leads the cause.
That's not what I'm asking. Let's put it differently. Why do you think Verton would provoke other students to rebel when she was in school?
Because she wanted freedom.
I do not know.
That's literally... She literally said it to you, didn't she? And maybe she's just lying
After
to
the incident of the
Constantine, I don't know.
storm, Why would Verton show reluctance to invite the unregistered arcanist to join the Foundation?
Because,
At one point in her negotiation with the Manus Vindictae, Verton has agreed to join them. What do you think her true intention was?
Protect everyone else.
That'll be enough. I believe we all have our answers by now.
Madam Vice President, according to our investigation of the event in 1929 and Timekeeper's report, it is highly possible that Arcana of Manus Vindictae has the arcane power to influence the sanity and consciousness of others from a certain distance. She is able to exert an irresistible psychic influence on others through short conversations. Timekeeper was under huge threats at that time. I think all of her responses were out of her survival instinct.
Maybe.
This is also one of the survival strategies that have been taught in Chapter 1, Book 3 of Introduction to Strategy, edited by the School of Primary Defense of Mankind.
I see. You may leave the room now.
Zanetto's eyes turned red.
We appreciate the information you just added. You've always been an excellent student. We are very proud of you. Now, it's time to leave and rest.
I hate how Constantine treats people. Ugh. Ew. She leaves the room as instructed. Silence fills the room.
What a controversial issue. What's your view on this, Miss Z?
Madam Z stands up. She takes her time before speaking.
In my point of view, Virgin does have doubts about current system. But doubts doesn't mean disloyalty. In fact, if we want to further expand the staff to contend against the Manus Vindictae, we need flexible management.
That's true.
Apply customized standards to arcanists with different backgrounds and different training objectives.
I think...
Through this,
Shut up.
not only can we remove the doubts of Virgin, but
I was
also
too,
ease the
so.
tension between the Foundation and other unregistered arcanists.
I think I think it's interesting how, like, the game, like, creates its own, like, politics within the universe. Like, there's these clear, like, bridges that need to be solved, and the debates between them, I think, are really interesting to see. Maybe that's just because I think that kind of thing can be interesting if written properly in general, but, you know, yeah. Constantine squints at her.
You have been very thoughtful. Carry it out, then.
Oh shit, for real? The stenographer pauses out of surprise. She looks up at Constantine, seeking confirmation from the look on her face. The stenographer quickly regains her composure and starts typing. Pass. To be continued. Now I gotta do trails. Troublesome neighbor. They're noisy, aggressive, and many. Hello. They going to get the...
I can't wait anymore!
Every wall has a hole. When a character is... Okay.
Who's hard? They're just little games. Don't be
Let me know. I forgot to ask before. How was audio?
Woohoo!
Is audio alright? Just making sure. I'm not sure if my mic is being fucky or anything, because I know I've been having issues with those sometimes lately. Audio's good? Okay, hydrate? Okay, hydration.
Start me up.
Down.
They're just little games.
Pause. Down.
Woohoo! Release!
Sorry. I just realized I could have gone a better move to get the upgraded thingy. So I fixed that. my brain goes through my brain goes through funny thought processes. I can totally talk. Good lord.
Left hand up. Now right hand up.
Is that gonna kill me? No, it's not. Son of a.
Now right hand up.
Okay.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
I don't really want to go through an animation. So hopefully this kills. If it doesn't, I'll explode. You want to change your name? It was a dare from on Fox Whiteboard. I do not know who you are, but that's a funny name. What would you prefer me to call you? I forgot to read that text. Fuck. Sailing at night. And it's the combat states. Oh, random poster. Hello. Hello, random. How's it going? Is it going well?
Table de divination en argent. Soie
Where's
blanche.
Matilda?
Perles trempées dans de la rosée du soir.
Silver divination stand, white silk, pearl soaked in night dew.
De quels autres objets occultes ai-je besoin?
What else lunar materials
Bien.
do I
Voyons voir
I
quelle
can
quantité
read?
d'encens et de myrrhe il me reste.
Alright, let me see how much frankincense and myrrh are left.
Super, c'est juste ce qu'il me fallait.
Cool, just the quantity I need. Matilda immerses herself in the work on the desk. She checked the installment of the curtains repeatedly, making sure the moonlight will precisely shed on the orb. A lone noise is growing in a vessel not far away from her. But she has no clue at all.
Ok, tout est prêt. Coupe à encens. Où est ma coupe à encens?
So silly. Okay, all set. Incense basin, my incense basin. She turns around. What? The incense basin falls, making a hollow sound on the mat. Oh, beast. A pair of pointy ears emerge from behind the basin.
Encore toi, petit lutin divinatoire!
You again, annoying divination sprite.
Tu ne me voleras rien aujourd'hui, pas cette fois!
We're not stealing anything from me this time. It's cute though. Her attitude doesn't bother these transparent creatures at the moment. Unlike any ordinary critters who always act in a group, only one or two of them are more than enough to get people in trouble. Their thin, slim hands grab hold of the edge of the silver incense basin. They're flying towards the window.
Hé! Où t'en vas-tu avec mon pot? Reviens!
Hey, where are you taking my incense basin? Where are you taking my basin? Stop it! She jumps up the windowsill and grips the other edge of the basin.
Il semblerait que tu aies besoin d'une bonne leçon pour te faire comprendre pourquoi c'est mal de faire ça!
Looks like you need a good lesson to understand why you shouldn't do this.
Pourquoi? Je vais te montrer ce qui arrive quand on se moque de Mademoiselle Mathilda Boiniche!
Wait and see. I'll let you know the consequences of messing with Miss Matilda Boiniche. Ayo, what up? Hello, Dave. We're dealing with a French person. The character screaming is French and was talking in French, so I was just reading the lines out loud since they're translated. This fucking thing. The sprites will revive. Check the enemy's details to try and counter their revival with stronger. Try to attack them silently. You friend.
Whose heart is beating so loud? They're just little games. Talking out calms people down. Agents have
So I have
guns.
to beat up a
It's
bunch
called
of
common sense.
divination sprites, apparently. So that's what I'm doing, and these things apparently have a bunch of HP. Just kidding, of course. Yeah.
What? I can't make the call?
The French
Stop it,
people
they're just
joking
stop
on.
me.
God.
Woohoo! Release! Left hand up. Now right hand up. Left hand up. Now right hand up.
You will pay for this.
Retreat! What?
Do you mean Archipelago by Archie? My brain is simply not
Here's
processing. Oh, you okay? Yeah.
Stop me.
Archipelago, you're Burger King. Duh.
Are you ready to shake?
An archipelago for like a stream thing would be
Woohoo! Release! Woohoo!
interesting, I think. Like, I'm trying to
And love.
think of what I'm trying to say, but like, if a bunch of streamers tried to put together an archipelago to like do together, I feel like that could be a cool like streaming project, but would also suck ass because of time zones and whatnot. Like, if it's a small group, it's definitely doable, yeah, but like, I still feel like it would suck if you're like trying to stream it. Like, I feel like it would have to be a bunch of short games and all in one go. Otherwise, you're going to like not be able to stream. The silver basin falls to the floor, knocking a shallow crater on it. The sprites are crawling under the window, looking flabby and weak. Apparently, they've taken quite a shock. Matilda picks up the basin and wipes out the dust.
Rira bien qui rira le dernier. It's me. Me.
Ha! He who laughs words. He who laughs last laughs best. It's me. They burst out an incomprehensible curse, sneaking away from the window with drooping wings on their backs.
Sale petit voyou. Je suis crevé.
Ugh, these troublemakers. I'm exhausted.
Il est tard. Oh, Dieu merci, je n'ai pas loupé la marée haute.
It's kinda late. Oh, thank goodness, I didn't miss the high tide. What? Oh, divination shit. Hurriedly, she starts to restore the order on her desk.
Préparez les accessoires.
Set the props.
Je ne dois pas me laisser distraire à nouveau. La divination requiert toute ma concentration et mon énergie.
I can't be distracted again. Divination takes my full attention and energy. However, there's a knock on the door.
La marée haute causée par la lune sera bientôt là. Voyons voir. Elle devrait commencer vers 20h45.
The high tide caused by the moon is coming. Let me see. Estimated to start at 20:45.
Il reste 3 minutes.
3 minutes to go.
Je dois purifier la sphère occulte quand la marée commencera à monter si je veux que la divination soit exacte.
Gotta make sure to purify the orb when the high tide starts. Gotta purify the orb when the high tide starts to make sure that the divination is correct. The knock comes again. Matilda frowns.
Allons. Calme-toi. Voici le moment clé. Qui que ce soit, je ne dois pas être distraite.
Calm down. This is the key moment. Whoever it is, I must not be distracted.
Bon. Concentration.
Alright. Focus. Is this like in Tekken, huh? What do you mean? I don't know much about Tekken, so...
Yeux fermés, bien concentrés. Imaginons mon corps montant et descendant au rythme de la marée, béni par la lune.
Does every character still talk in their respective languages and everyone still understands each other? No, Matilda is just, in her own room talking to herself, and she's just talking to herself in French. There's normally English voice lines, but since Matilda's just talking to herself, she's speaking French. Eyes closed, focus. Imagine my body rising and falling along the tide under the blessing of the moon. Oh my god, my hip is cramped because I stretched. Stop that. Okay. I'm okay. And she's on the other side of the sea, waiting for me to find her.
Voilà le moment de brûler l'encens.
You cannot wait for this puzzle type stream. Oh, thank you for the 3 months. Hi. Hello, Spinach. Thank you. I am also very excited for the puzzle time stream. Hello. Wait, why the fuck? Okay, wait, up there, in the chat, it says that, it says you resubscribed for 1 month, but, it says you've been subscribed for 3 months on a 2-month streak in the Twitch chat on my thing. What the fuck? Okay, it's broken. Yeah, this shit brokey. Oh well, I see what you got. So, it's just shit being busted per usual. Time to burn the incense.
Apparaît dans la sphère occulte. Sonnez!
Matilda, are you there?
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
What's going on?
I'm sorry, but I think I heard your voice. I need to ask you a favor.
Her voice sounds different. Exhausted, almost rusty, as if it were coming out from an old cassette.
Coming! Wait a minute! I'm, busy! Wait, there are
God, I love this section, it's so goofy. In a great panic, she pulls up the silk, covers the orb, and sticks the both of them into a corner of the couch. Is my mic being weird? My readings don't look normal on my OBS. Wait, hold on. Is my mic normal now? Okay, it looks normal now, I think. Let me see if I missed any dialogue. Okay. The door opens. They both stand inside the door frame, toe-to-toe, blocking each other's way. As they awkwardly try to move, they go up and retreat in the same direction, as if this were a tango tutorial. Matilda eventually steps back and lets Sonetto in. Posture check. Okay! Ugh.
What brings you to the bright and intelligent Mademoiselle Boisnichette this time?
Sonetto forces a smile on her face.
Could you please read the future for me?
Matilda sees something she has never seen before on Sonetto's face. They sit down by the orb. Mara is quietly burning next to them.
Alright, now it's a good time to ask the moon for help. Clean your hands in the silver pot and put them on mine. Okay, now
The art
sit
is so pretty
opposite
here.
me
I love
and
it.
gaze into the orb.
Okay.
She does what she's told. She sees nothing but a clear whiteness in the orb.
Are you here to confess, to interpret a dream, or to seek the prophecy of the crystal?
I am here to confess and to seek the prophecy.
Tell me about the vision in your heart.
The vision?
I love the CG art in this game so much. She looks at the orb. The shape of the sphere becomes blurry and gradually fades out in her sight.
I see myself falling. There are 2 broken decks. They were originally one piece. Every time I get closer to one deck, the other one sinks. People on it will fall with it. I can feel the coldness of the deep water and the pains when they struggle.
Are you sad about it?
I feel fear.
I see. Which deck would you like to approach intuitively? Can you recognize the people on them?
Back from a physical mission, what did you miss? So basically, in the first thing, there was like, more politic-y stuff, and they were like trying to, pass, I think, a bill thing to have Verton, be able to, like, lead troops, like, without having them be directly connected to the Foundation. And then in this one, sorry, my brain is functioning poorly. In this one, Matilda was, screaming in French and, had to beat up, some things, and then, was about to see something, about Sonetto, with their divination, and then Sonetto shows up at the door, asking for a reading, and now they're, like, interpreting how Sonetto feels about something. A confessing and seeking prophecy.
There is something bright on that deck, just like Timekeeper and Druvis. It is warm there.
You are attracted to it subconsciously. It guides the way of your heart. What about the other?
The other deck makes me feel comfortable, as if I have spent a long time there. I can trace back every step I take.
Perhaps that symbolizes your senses. Sonetto, are you having trouble making a choice? I can see the conflict between your instinct and senses.
The art is so pretty. I know I've said it like several times already, but it is.
I helped you attend the committee's meeting today. Anything happened?
I said something wrong. I was not properly prepared. I was unable to help Timekeeper and Druvis. Instead, I created a deeper misunderstanding.
This art is pretty. Yeah, it is.
What choice should I make to resolve their conflict? Stalemate like that really scares me.
I think Sonetto's just autistic. Sorry. Matilda can't find a word. She sits there frozen, covering Sonetto's wrist with her palms.
The bright deck seems closer and larger. Have you ever thought about following your heart? Sonetto, maybe you can try following your instinct for once. Maybe something unexpected will happen.
I tried. 4 years ago. I let them go. That was the worst decision I have ever made.
Sonetta's hands are on the orb again.
I am ready. Please tell me the right choice.
Okay.
As the chaotic snowflakes disappear, the shape of the orb is becoming blurry again. Crystals emerge in thin air. One after another, they build up a symmetrical and balanced ship. Everything has its trace to follow, and its logic to
The
function.
reality has shown itself. Take the path you have already taken. Walk the way you have already walked. You shall benefit from listening to the voice in your mind, as it is not yet time to dark.
Listen to the voice in my mind. I see. I should not have hesitated. Thank you, Matilda. Your divination is very helpful. My mind is very clear now.
You have break next week? Nice. Spring break, I presume? I know a couple of my friends are getting off on spring break. Since I do coursework, I don't think I get a spring break. But yeah. That was some good divination, not gonna lie. I mean, this is a world where magic exists.
Yeah. Of course you should thank me. You should have known the resourcefulness of Mademoiselle Mathilda Boanish much earlier. For your information,
such a
those
bitch.
seeking my help must make an appointment at least 15 days before the divination. Otherwise, they won't even get to see me.
You get what I
You
mean?
were
Yeah,
very
I do.
serious during the divination. Even your tone was different from usual. However, I am more familiar with the way you talk now. It reminds me of our time at school.
Matilda stands there transfixed. Sonetta waves at her and walks out of the room.
Thank you for making time for me, Matilda. If you need my help next time, please let me know. Good night.
The door is carefully closed behind her.
Mon cœur! Ah, mais qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Pourquoi elle était là? Pourquoi elle était
A sweet apple. Sweet and juicy. Everyone wants to take a bite. Something tells me they are... Mr. Apple is experiencing some situations.
Richard tends to oppose. Gloria tends to support. Black Agate tends to oppose. Uzo, neutral.
The situation doesn't look good.
Do you have any news, Mark?
Someone is spreading the minutes of your last meeting. I didn't get any direct evidence, but apparently every voter has read the anonymous minutes. The topic about Vertin. It has become a great disadvantage to us.
Double envelopment. A 4-4.00 approach. No wonder that the draft goes through so easily. To reject the draft during the committee meeting does not actually address the real problem. the House of Intergradas can still resubmit the draft during the next legislative session.
So they're
So she's
basically
planning
just
for the
trying
long
to
term.
knock it out.
To bring down the voting stage and make it a plan that is totally abandoned.
Yeah.
I'm afraid so. A draft that has failed to win votes can hardly win the trust of the House's reviewers again. And of course, it won't be submitted to the committee.
She counts the names on the whiteboard again.
Did anyone make any actual move yet?
Not yet. The minutes only changed their preferences, but the number of those who have taken a stand still remains the same.
Just as I expected. This draft is not about Verton, but a promise to the future. About how to balance the benefits between different interest groups. To reach that, we need to meet the expectations of those groups who have a need for flexible management, and also appease conservatives and not shake their confidence in controlling the overall situation.
I said this earlier, but like I do think the way that they like set up the politics in this game for like the story is kind of interesting. The delegate adjusts his tie and interrupts Madam Z in a clear voice.
We do have an opportunity to change the game now.
Opportunity.
The beeping sound scared me. He puts in 0411 on the keyboard attached to his wrist and turns on the monitor. Oh, big screen. Committee member Pedris appears on the screen.
I hereby challenge Delegate Mark Hall to a public debate on the revised draft of Storm Reformation, Manpower, and Discipline. This draft of his will bring unpredictable risks to the Foundation, yet Mark himself seems completely unaware of it. I believe it is necessary to make such risks public in a legal way.
Yeah, mic filter. There must be some shitty-ass speakers. The delegate switches off the projection. As he turns to Madam Z, his cheeks have become rosy and heightened spirits.
See, I knew they were going to escalate Burton's issue.
You want to accept this challenge?
All the internal media are reporting the news. If I step back, they will definitely humiliate me and take advantage of the public opinion to undermine the draft.
Mark, that's a menacing move.
Madam Z picks up Petra's name card and sticks it to the board.
It is coming for us. No matter fight or flight, they have comprehensive preparation for this. I would suggest taking the long view and not jumping to conclusions.
But defense without attack will never bring us victory, Madam Z. I've always wanted an opportunity to defend the draft in public. Concerning the questions they implied about Verton, I've collected more than enough cases to refute them. Misleading questions twist people's opinions. It's time to tell them the truth.
That truth. The gaze behind Madam Z's glasses has become subtly piercing.
You have accepted it. Was it in front of the media?
I was there when Pedra challenged me. So were the media.
So
I
yes.
don't think it's going to be a complete mistake.
Good lord. The lady in white seems to loosen up for a brief second. She doesn't say a word. Sorry if I keep moving around and it's like, too loud or whatever, but walks up to him and gives him a pat on
It
the
is a
shoulder.
crucial debate. Do your best.
Do your best. Good luck. Otsu. Wait, no, not Otsu. Wait, is Otsu the right word?
You don't have
No,
to come
it's
along with
combate.
me. I'm here to repel the pests in the woods. It's part of my daily routine.
Thank you for your kindness, Miss Juvis. It is fun to stay in Miss Burton's suitcase, but I really feel like seeing the world out there. By the way, the pests you mentioned, what are they?
Beasts.
I've heard of a kind of giant worm called the tatzelworm. They live in caves, about 2 to 5 feet long, and their heads are like cats.
That sounds...
Very careful if you see one. Both its skin and breath are toxic.
Speaking of cats, my cat is staring at me. And I don't know what he wants. Druvis bends over, lifting a hanging branch to make way for Sotheby to walk through.
I have never heard of such a terrible worm. Hopefully we will not encounter any.
Sotheby jumps briskly over some roots crawling by your feet. You're back. Hello.
So what is disinfesting this time?
Oak processionary moths. Perhaps a few gray squirrel cubs.
Oh, Asher's approaching.
It's not enough to only rely on potions and arcanum to keep the woods in peace.
Do you need something? What is it, little man? Please don't sit on my keyboard.
And everything will change with it. Animals that live in symbiosis. Fungi that depend on each other. All of them will embrace diversity by the day.
Sotheby suddenly looks up and points to the direction the edge of the woods.
Do you mean that?
What is she
Brave
talking
love
about?
is flying over there.
Oh, squirrel, probably, maybe? Or moths. Who knows? Druvis looks in the direction her finger points to. Oh, wow. Clusters of fluff and gray and brown coming together and forming a velocity tornado in front of them fly and dance in the air.
A swarm of oak processionary moths.
Yeah, it's the thing she was
They are
talking
preying
about.
on something.
A fuzzy figure in red at the center seems familiar.
Miss Druvis, let's help out right away!
Combat.
Playtime, boys and girls.
A red figure is surrounded by them. We need to give him a hand.
I hear something. Whose heart is beating so loud? Don't be so furious. Say sorry, miss. Agents have guns. It's called common sense. Hey, I'm the support staff.
Get okay.
I hear something. They're just little games.
Buttons. My cat is still staring at me. Hey, what do you want, buddy? He's like sitting on my desk right next to my microphone, and I'm worried that he's gonna knock it over. That's a lot of AoE attack cards. I mean, that's cool, but there's still a lot of AoE attack cards.
Stop me up! They're just little games.
Beating so loud.
Woohoo! Release!
Oop.
Nice!
Oop. Ah, fuck, I wasted the... Okay, I did. God damn it. Oh well. Oh, hey! It's Mr. Apple that's stuck in the swarm.
We should listen.
God help him.
Don't be so furious. Secrets always hide in careless words.
Asher, you're not getting my coffee.
Radio waves are everywhere.
He just like looked at it longingly and then back at me.
For this.
No.
What?
You're not getting it. I'm sorry.
Stop it! They're just little
I
games.
love my cat, but he's so stupid.
Nice! Nice!
Yes, I'm sorry. You're not getting it.
Your first-hand experience is our best advertisement.
You're welcome for the advertisement, question mark?
This apple is deeply grateful for what you've done. I almost thought I was caught in a nightmare. This apple has never seen so many moths.
Moths. He's trembling from his stalk to the bottom.
Ugh. This apple is going to have PTSD from insects.
Poor Mr. Apple, help him.
They're very sensitive to the scent of sap. With all due respect, even among all the plants, Mr. Apple is quite attractive to insects.
So it was the scent that attracted them.
Help
No
them.
wonder Mr. Apple's invisibility didn't work. Thank goodness we're here.
Bro's not okay. Absolutely not. Juvis carefully cleans off the fluff on Apple with her handkerchief. Until he restores his handsomeness.
Mr. Apple, did you find out anything?
I love Mr. Apple. He's so
Yes,
he's such a stupid
I brought something insignificant. As we planned earlier, I disguised myself and reached the office building next to us. There is a device to detect arcane power at the entrance. However, this apple pried out what we needed from the guards.
What is it?
What do you mean, pried out? What did you do?
Voting list?
Sadly, not yet.
Yeah, no, not yet. It's still,
It's
you
not
know,
time for a formal
getting
vote.
passed.
Everyone is cautious and remains neutral. Apart from that, there are some rumors in the Foundation. They are not very favorable to Vertin.
No, not quite.
Rumors. It sounds
Everybody
as though
loves
the situation
rumors.
that Madame Z handles is more complicated and volatile than I thought.
Certainly.
However, the votes have not been lopsided under such bad circumstances.
My cat is slow
Perhaps that
blinking
means
at
the
me. I
Arcanists
love
who
him
share
so
our
much.
aspirations are not in the minority.
I love
That
him
said,
and he loves
I'm
me.
afraid we are starting a protracted war, Miss Druvis.
Yeah? You
Yes,
think?
I know. I've taken inventory of the supplies. We can still hang in there for 4 weeks and a half.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty decent
Although they
time
have cut
range.
off the water and electricity supplies in the building, we can still live on the resources in the suitcase for a while.
Isn't there like a
There
huge
are
ass
fewer
pond of
guards
water in
destroying
the...
the woods. Probably because the abatus works.
Oh, Asher, your tail
What
is hitting my
worries this
microphone.
apple is that if the procedure
Asher.
to finalize
Oh,
the draft
okay, he's
takes
gone.
more than 4 weeks and a half,
He jumped away.
We would then survive by gradually shrinking our territory until Madame Z's draft is officially approved. We have chosen the thorny trail, and so we are destined to burn our boats and never look back. Vertin. She is worth fighting for.
That's true.
For this point,
I
Captain
believe
and this
so,
apple
yes.
have absolutely no disagreement. Then this apple will keep scouting around for updates so that we could respond in time.
Sotheby's eyes are fixed in another direction.
What are you looking at, Miss Sotheby?
That's a good
Over
question.
there. It feels like someone is staring at us.
Who's staring? They both look over at that corner. There's nothing but shadows. The darkness looks like a pond of unimaginable depth. Jervis stands up.
Let's go back. To the deep woods.
Well, who's there? You're not gonna tell? Okay. That's wonderful. Meh, meh, meh. Record of a nameless thing. Whispers could be heard everywhere. Someone has collected and written them down. Angelina of the Field Operations Squad passed by the east side of the Foundation Square and saw someone in white by the fountain. This is the earliest sighting of the target. Same Sunday. Many of the medical department took stock of the Picrasma extract number 3 in the warehouse, behind which she found a rubber fishing bucket with three suckermouth catfishes inside, which were 3 to 4 inches long. Mary left the warehouse and the fishing bucket was gone. There were water spots and a little granite rubble left on the ground. A cleaner found some abandoned fish hooks near the fountains, as well as by multiple water sources. Most of these fish hooks were hung below treetops. A patrol squad found a set of fishing gears near Reception Area 13. The gear set includes a carbon fishing rod with woolen core, a foldable rubber fishing bucket, a comfortable folding chair, and 3 buckled boxes of baits made of carbuncle's tooth pulp. It is now taken to the Lost and Found. Alright, it seems to be a nameless angler in the Foundation. We've collected some basic information after the first inquiry, but still a lot remains unknown. What does he want? Where does he come from? Is he a ghost, a spy sent by the other political organizations, or an arcane puppet made by someone that plans to wipe out all the suckermouth catfishes because they have a problem with the appearance of the race? Everything remains unknown. Let's move on to the next inquiry. What the fuck that means, huh? Okay. A letter. Its creases and folds were smoothened carefully. The writer's seriousness and sincerity could be read between the lines. Committee member Pedro walks out of the changing room. I forgot to click the auto button before popping my neck. He sees Delegate Mark sitting in front of a mirror and shaping his sideburns into sharp summits with pomade. A tie ablaze with bright colors is around his neck.
Isn't that scarf a bit too high profile?
Mark stops his beauty procedures and looks at Pedro in the mirror.
I think it fits me just well.
I'd say the undershirt is what's bad.
You chose a gray shirt. Wise decision.
Looks like you're fully prepared.
Oh, hello. Thank you for the follow, Juniper Gamer.
Hello? OMG. Yeah? What's up? Hello? Mark doesn't answer that question. Instead, he pulls out a volume of files and starts to draw and write on them.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the first debater of the day.
How am I doing? I am playing the video game.
Graduated from the law school at the University of Sao Paulo, he is a member of the committee and, more importantly, the challenger of the debate.
Did I try? Okay, it's just slow. Pedro lifts the curtain and steps onto the stage.
The other debater of the day is the delegate of the House of Integrados, Mark Hall.
I have some coffee that's pretty good. It's probably cold by now, actually. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's really cold, actually.
The topic of the debate today, storm reformation. Manpower and discipline is exactly a word.
Muffled mic quality. Instant coffee? What? No. I just had a cup of coffee here that I accidentally let get cold. Not one seat has been left empty around the debate stage. Madame Z's eyes follow Mark as he walks into the lights. On the stage with a big smile. Good. I am neutral on... Okay, I used to care a lot more about coffee being instant coffee or not, but like normal properly brewed coffee just has better flavor, but instant coffee isn't bad if you just want to be quick, I suppose. Which taking forever to load. Nobody shocked there. The people on the stage are greeting each other. Madame Z takes off her glasses and wipes them again. The chamber is filled with noises. The confrontation between the two sides in her blurred vision. What the fuck? Why did it do that? Oh, cutscene.
Before we start the debate officially, I suggest we give Mark, the draft writer, an opportunity to introduce the draft. Would you please, Mark?
With pleasure. Storm Reformation and its advocates believe in such a goal. In this ever-changing environment smitten by the storm, this draft will help the Foundation win the trust of a considerable number of arcanists who have different backgrounds and abilities in a more efficient and stable way.
That is exactly where I must raise an objection.
Politics. Yeah, that's just happening in the background.
Not realized at all.
No, sir. I totally understand what you're trying to say.
I feel like that wording was a bit
You have
off.
put forward several questionable arguments to prove Verton's suspicion of disloyalty. In response to that, please allow me to invoke the following cases to prove Verton's competence for leading the unregistered arcanists. Please turn to page 373 of Verton's personnel file. As you can see, since Verton became the timekeeper, the number of unregistered arcanists she has rescued so far is 63.
Damn, that's a lot.
That is a number unmatched by that of anyone present. If that's not enough to prove her loyalty, let's continue.
I have to say, Mark, you have completely misunderstood my point of view. I don't care what Verton has done.
Wow. Okay.
But the feasibility of the draft. According to the existing regulations, the duties of educating and disciplining unregistered arcanists are taken by the School of Discipline. While you suggested in the draft that Timekeeper's personal teaching would replace the current collective training. Have you ever thought about the budget that we could possibly spend on it? The Foundation spends an alarming sum of money on education every year, and there is no way we pay extra for personal training.
Oh, what budget?
Oh, that's a fumble.
I don't see why we're talking about budget all of a sudden. Did you really read the draft? I didn't mention a word about budget.
Of course you didn't, which exactly proves why you have never realized the risk I just mentioned.
Oh, it seems the real topic of the debate has just surfaced.
Boy, oh boy,
I
here we
believe everyone
go.
in the hall is looking forward to where it goes. So, Mark,
I don't.
in terms of this point,
I want
we would
to
like to
get
know
past
your
here.
real thoughts.
Oh, thank God, is it time skipping? Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, maybe. Hi, Z, how's it going? She gets up, walking towards the entrance. This is already a composition which the white would like to see.
The Blackstone is left there alone. The last move is also a defense in panic. If I were the player...
I love her animations. She gazes into the air, gazes into the air, lost in her thoughts. She doesn't feel the gaze cast upon her from another direction. Constantine is watching Madame Z from her corner. As Madame Z walks to the entrance, somebody stops her. A white item is handed to her. And then... she disappears as soon as she steps out of the hall. Constantine averts her eyes and looks back at the two debaters on the stage. As soon as she's left the hall, Madame Z takes out that white note.
What is it?
Senato asked me to give it to you personally.
Senato! Secretary Sharon Gunn. It looks like a simple, usual letter.
Dear Madam Z, with this letter, I send you my best regards. I have been instructed to manage affairs on behalf of Timekeeper during her treatment. Please let me know if there are any missions to alleviate the situation. I will do my best to meet your expectations.
I really like Senato's voice
Sincerely, Senato.
Like, it fits her a lot, I think.
Good news.
I like a lot of the voice actor choices in this game, really. Ignore that voice crack. Oh, Trail, hello? The clerks have come with a new idea. They set up money equip. Wow, that is, some interesting translation. They set up, they set up a bunch of equipment around that plaza. Good lord.
Finally, some interesting work.
The sillies, look at them.
Worst part is stop out. Talking out calms people down. Agents have fun.
I wonder who'd like the localization team for this game was. I don't think I actually know that, because I know this game is originally from China, so I wonder like
Don't touch my bag! They're just
what
little games.
is handling
Start me up.
what and who are handling the voice acting for the game. I should Google that. Wait, I'm gonna Google that while this one is playing.
Woohoo! Release!
So sorry, miss. You will pay for this.
Peace and love! Peace and love! They're just little games. Rock, rock, rock! Change the world! Left hands up! Now right hands up! Rock, rock, rock! Change the world! Hip, hip, hooray!
Apparently, a lot of it is like the localization. Okay, so Reverse 1999 always had an English voiceover, and like they wrote the script in English for the Chinese release. Like it was. That's really interesting. Like. Huh. So a lot of the dialogue, so basically a bunch of this is, you know, still like from the original version, like from the script of the original version. That's really interesting. That's really cool, actually. 'Cause like for a game that like is a bunch of developers and writers that, you know, have their stuff mostly, you know, I mean, the language they speak is obviously like one of the Chinese languages, because I'm pretty sure it's Mandarin, not, I don't actually remember what the game is originally like written in, because I know there's multiple like languages used in like Chinese scripts. Chinese language. Mandarin. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, yeah, it is Mandarin. But there's also Cantonese. I think it was originally in Mandarin, from what I'm seeing here. But, like, it's non-native English speakers, you know, writing an ambitious script. And it's like, a lot of the chapters are translated, like, really well. Wow. Okay, let me read this. Artificial Somnambulism Guidance, version 2.0.16. Touch the tip of your nose with your left forefinger and press the spot above your heart with your right ring finger and middle finger. Hold the position for 3 seconds. When you feel heat in your throat or the middle part of your spine, press the start button. To enter the examination dream, investigators' practice of arcanum knowledge and incantations, press the tip of your tongue against the roof of your mouth and imagine something that makes you anxious or worried as specifically as possible. When there are goosebumps on your skin, press the start button. To enter the training dream custom mental stability, clench your fist 3 to 5 times, push the green button upwards by 1 notch, and press the start button. To enter the status simulation dream, hold the... my nose is itchy, sorry. Hold the afflatus medium or the relevant books you need and swallow the vanilla mint provided by the device, and press the start button. New feature panel 00102PL. How to use the Joint Training Team Tactical Cooperation. Make sure the distance between the 2 joint training devices is less than 25 meters and that they are not separated by any aluminum wares. Make sure the 2 devices have the same mode, enemy number, weather and terrain, and choose a reasonable mode according to your conditions. My nose is itchy. I get rewards. Treat for little old me. Coins. Okay. Flashing red. Sharp and glaring. I can tell it's the color of warning.
Oh, you're also here?
Sonato hears her. She stops the practice.
Yes. I am taking combat drills with the artificial somnambulism training system.
Lilia casts a sideways look at the screen in front of Sonato. It shows her overall time length of practice.
6 hours.
God damn.
I'm not the only one goofing around.
No, I'm not. I am not goofing around. I am waiting for orders.
Her face flushes scarlet. Lilia initiates the machine in front of her, unaware of her awkwardness.
Well, much luckier than me. I have so many things to build. Bit baklushe. Have you heard it? Literally me.
Huh.
I should have turned down the offer when they promoted me to the Foundation headquarters. They don't have any field missions for a flying witch.
Is it because of the provisions of talent protection?
Only God knows. House arrest.
Lilia's so funny. She throws a casual glance at the screen.
Look, since we're both bored to death, do you want to have a try at some difficult things?
What is it?
This.
She pouts her lips, hinting at something which she thinks should be obvious to both of them.
Have you tried the artificial somnambulism joint training? Put on the helmet together and switch to multiplayer mode. 2 operators can take on a harder training mode. More insane enemies! Like playing in the arcade.
Sonato stares blankly at Lilia as she operates the machine.
Okay. Shall I turn this red knob?
She's a bit worried, not sure what to do. She is to imitate what Lilia just did, and she murmurs.
What is an arcade?
Yep. The floor starts to vibrate as the machine goes into function. The multiplayer mode has been initiated.
What did you say? I can't hear you with my helmet on. Whoa, nice controller. Хорошо. I'm entering the zone now.
The model on top of her model looks so fucking goofy because her hair's just sticking out. She quickly taps on some buttons and the warning indicator on Sonato's equipment suddenly flashes a red light.
The light is flashing. What did you press? I switched to the hardest mode. You better get it together. Wait!
They are either about to get their ass kicked or gamer. But there's no time to wait. 2 words in big red font appear of the screen in front of them.
Don't fail me.
Drill starts. The helmet has cut off their vital fluids and diverted them to a pre-programmed battlefield. The operator's vision is about to change.
Finally, some interesting work.
I don't have Lilia, otherwise I would bring both her and Sonato here for the sillies.
Whose heart is beating so loud? Don't be so furious. Radio waves are everywhere. Radio waves are everywhere.
But
Everywhere.
Start me up! Rock, rock, rock! Change the world!
204.
We should listen to what people
They're
say.
just little games.
Oh? Secrets always hide in careless ways.
I like
Listen
Hornblum.
carefully.
Hornblum is cool.
Woohoo! Release!
A silly, even. Ow.
Don't touch my bag! Start me up!
Or wait. I could do boop, boop, and then
They're just little games. I hear something. Start me up.
For tomorrow. Talking out calms people down.
Left hand up.
Get 'em.
Now right hand up.
Radio waves are everywhere.
Holy shit, that did a lot of
Everywhere.
damage. And then
I hear something.
Are you ready to be blinded?
We should
This
listen
one.
to what people say. Talking out calms people down.
Are you ready to shake?
go get on. Yeah.
Woohoo! Release!
That's one of the what's it
Always
called
hide in
spell.
careless ways. Listen carefully.
One boom's gonna kill that one. See, this would be harder, but since I do my dailies a bunch,
Start me up.
I already have a shit ton
Are you
more
ready
levels
to
than
be
I probably should.
blinded? They're just little
So,
games.
you know,
Release! Are you ready?
this is a
to
bit easier than
shake?
it should be.
Woohoo! Release!
And that's that way. Then gotta deal with this thing.
Everybody, let me see your hands up. They're just little games. Left hand up. Now right hand up.
Radio waves are everywhere.
Left hand up. Now right hand up.
Piano sound is silly to me.
Retreat! Don't touch my bag!
I can't make the call.
Wait, no.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Start me up.
Don't be so furious.
Get on. Gone.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, like I said, this was a lot easier than it's supposed to be because I have a much higher level. So, quote-unquote toughest mode is easy because I already have my shit at Insight 2.
Almost joking.
But apparently they're having the time of their lives. They take off their helmets, slumping onto the floor together. This interaction is silly, though. Their gloves are soaked in sweat. They subside into momentary silence, looking at each other. They burst out into laughter and high spirits.
I haven't had so much fun for centuries. How many times did we die?
Sorry, I cannot do math now. My mind goes blank.
They're so silly. Run, please.
Who would expect these Sonetto would have a brain fade?
Lilia falls backwards, lying on her back, staring at the white ceiling with peaceful joy. Zanetto leans on the wall, exhausted. It was a fight of verve and vitality. All the noises that have been nagging them for days now seem to have disappeared. There are only breaths, the wind, and the smell of the concrete floor.
Have you heard the result of the debate?
I heard that. The number of people opposing the draft significantly increased after the debate.
It's not going well.
No, not
Soon will be
quite.
the voting session. The opposition has taken the lead.
I hope Miss Druvis can hold out.
You visited them?
I submitted a request to enter that building. The system arranged guards to accompany me to ensure my safety. The moment they entered the building, they started sawing the trees, saying that they need to carve out the path. Since then, I have not been there.
4.5 weeks. After that, they can't hold on for any longer.
Really? In that case...
Oh, Lilia was
the vote
spying on them,
has to come
probably.
out before that.
Huh. Sonata was deep in contemplation.
Hi. May the peace be with us.
Hello. May the peace be with us.
Sonata was
Do you
so
mind giving us
scrunchy.
some privacy?
I want to
Do
click on her
whatever you
repeatedly,
like.
but I don't want to skip the dialogue. I want to go click, 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 click. They walked to the break room in the hallway.
Here is Madam Z's message. Please visit her in the office on Friday.
I'm gonna drink some of my coffee, hold on.
Ah, okay. Copy that. Thank you for the message.
With pleasure.
She nods and places her
Wish you a
hand on
good
her
day.
chest. Secretary Sharon leaves the room at a quick trot. When Sonata returns to her exercise equipment, she finds Lily is about to leave the room.
Are you leaving?
I love this outfit
Yes.
so much. She picks up her gloves in the canteen, but hesitates. She pauses for a brief moment, then quickly turns back to Sonata.
Do you know how the penalties for destruction of public property of the Foundation and Brawl are determined?
Nope.
Huh? Well, according to measures of the Foundation for Administrative
I don't know, Liz, but she does,
Penalties,
obviously.
based on the severity of the circumstances, fines will be imposed and the offender's salaries shall be deducted accordingly in minor cases, while detention or expulsion shall be imposed in major cases. The penalty also depends on what is damaged. For example, production tools, household goods, buildings, equipment, and facilities, etc. These are the properties that involve less cost and limited influence if damaged. If the number of people involved in a brawl is equal to or less than 8, and there are no major casualties, the penalty will be minor. May I ask what happened? Why are you asking this all of a sudden?
Does she want to blow shit up?
Nothing. As I said, bored to death.
Yep.
So bored that I have been paying attention to the Foundation's regulations. Even the flying manuals failed to win this much of my attention.
Oh, Asher, nope, get off my desk. You're not getting my coffee cup. Not even my coffee cup.
So
Go
long,
away.
Soneto. Hopefully there's good news for us next time I see you.
All or nothing. I think there's, how many was there in this chapter? But I think there's like 10-ish more. Why did my hat go back on?
We are falling behind even further. A vote or two won't help us turn this around.
Yeah, you fucked it up. Sorry, buddy. That's just the truth of the matter. I forgot to click the auto button. Ah!
The move to deny was indeed useless.
The Arcanists that were on our side have defected. I misjudged the situation in the debate. I was going to seize the opportunity and the initiative.
You fucked it. She doesn't respond to him, only pacing back and forth in the room.
To seize the initiative may bring us the chance.
The chance. "38 lines go across the board in horizontal and vertical directions. Crossing
That
one
is
line,
to
just
say,
fuck off!
Don't pull back.
Crossing
Don't jump.
one another in
Even when they're attacking.
361 intersections as orderly as the stars."
But to focus on the bigger picture. To win strong positions.
I love the CG art of this game. She seems to have a sudden flash of insight, and reaches one of her hands without being aware of doing so.
Tsuke. Then the white hane. And the black counter hane here. The white stand. The black osae.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Through these moves, I see.
I'm just a silly little
Move
guy.
to D11 can save us more than 10 Mukov stones. We can still win within 10 moves.
I think it's interesting how they
Mark,
like go about it
Yes.
in like board game.
Are there any other things we can do?
Because I mean, there's like chess
we need
and
an
whatever that
influencer.
one was. I
A
don't
leader who can win us more
think
than
it
10
is
votes.
another version of chess. But
Give me the file of the uncommitted leaders, including those who were neutral about this issue in the beginning.
Okay.
He seems perplexed, but quickly retrieves the files and starts browsing them on the chair. The room is in complete silence except for the slight noise of flipping pages.
Boz.
No, too young to be convincing.
Noni, head of the Natural Resource Committee.
There are only 3 of them in the group.
Senator Bernard, leader of the Mankind Caucus. Forget it.
Bernard.
Bernard is
yes.
such a funny name.
He can be your man. He is eloquent and leads a group of 11. All of the 11 are his loyal followers. Why is he uncommitted? I thought he would be the first to vote.
Perhaps they believe it's a sure bet.
Find out what he's been up to.
But, Madam
why did my
Z,
cards
are
go
you
away?
sure you want to cooperate with him? This doesn't make any sense. We don't even serve the same group.
There we go.
Mark, we're all serving for the Foundation's future.
That's true.
I just want to know what he needs now.
The office in Chicago, US. He is trying to cover that region with his influence. Bernard believes the employees there are guilty of serious dereliction of duty. They discriminate against humans of different classes, and are suspected of committing electoral fraud in collusion with the local capitals. The Supreme Court's investigators have already intervened. But they cannot go out due to the storm right now, so the case is pending investigation.
Chicago office.
The storm.
I've read the reports on there. I see. Great. Exactly what we can help with.
Through what?
That's a good question.
Through Senato. I have a meeting with her on Friday. This may lead us to a win-win situation.
Perhaps. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm not smart enough for this. I'm not smart enough for politics, I'm just a little guy. The hardest mode. Don't waste such a chance. Hardest mode it is. And then I go beat things up.
Playtime, boys and girls.
Are you as hard as beautiful?
They're
Just little games.
Oh?
Nice!
Hey, I'm the support staff.
Peace and love.
Pause.
Start me up. They're just little games.
Oh, Asher's on my
Rock,
bed.
rock, rock! Change the world!
Get down.
Left hand up! Now right hand up!
Please move. I'm trying to gamer. Here we go. I got him to back up.
Start me up!
Down.
They're just little games. Nice!
Oop.
Rock, rock, rock! Change the world!
Hey, I'm the support
Don't
staff.
touch my bag! Start me up! I hear
Pause.
something. Nice!
Gone. No more.
Your
gamers.
first-hand experience is our best advertisement.
That's nice, Miss New Babel. I don't care. This is the victory you deserve. Okay. Oh, and then there's a listen one. just woke up. What happened?
That was a good sleep, dude. You drooled everywhere. Almost glued my eyelids.
What?
You didn't expect there to be so many complicated, confusing factions in the Foundation. Can't they just make this institution simpler so that people can tell one group from another easily? Like telling the difference between cake layers?
Oh, but why would they do that?
The Foundation is a mess. Listen up. It drifts along the chaotic swirl between order and disorder, enticing countless idealists and realists to come over. The storm exacerbates the chaos. Those arcanists who were snorkeling are now surfacing. You see, Miss Z is a great example. She is even sitting at the same conference table with the human elites. The undercurrents, however, are still lurking. Natural Resource Committee, Mankind Caucus, Culture and Education Department. Their members are hard to differentiate given the intricate backgrounds. They bustled for benefits and mired in countless trivial matters. You see,
sorry.
You
bumped
need
my
to
microphone when I was
divide them
sitting
into
up.
groups and divide until you break a huge entity into small groups, as small as possible. That's when they are able to clean the vomit on the living room floor effectively and emotionlessly.
And then from the ashes, be burned, be torn, be hidden in the corner, and then pecked up by a bird.
Best wishes for the upcoming victory.
It will be the final vote soon. It's a stunning victory for us. Cheers!
Cheers! May the peace be with us.
The group is fully immersed in the joy brought by the collective glory.
You're in a good mood.
Z?
You must be in the wrong room. You can't find those friends who tell Balderdash here.
Bernard stops them with a wag of a hand. He pushes his way through the crowd and comes up to her.
What brings you here, our honorable committee member?
May I have a word with you, Bernard?
Let me check my watch again. It's 3 in the afternoon. I don't think I've drunk that much.
Huh.
Could you repeat that again? You want me to canvas for you?
Why not?
To be more precise, to form a partnership.
My. What
do
a
you mean?
creative idea. What can you offer? Not supporting such a stupid draft next time? Or recruiting new arcanists for our caucus?
What about a witness for the case of Chicago office?
He instantly frowns.
Who is it? Give me the name.
I will, if you collaborate with me. Or talk to me with a better attitude.
I'm sorry. Our philosophies have always been different, and that led to prejudice.
Evidently.
But being mysterious won't show us sincerity for each other, right?
A staff of mine is willing to testify as a witness. Her report can prove your point.
Strong enough to prove their negligence?
Perhaps.
It depends on the special prosecutor. But the evidence is strong enough to prove that you're innocent from setting up others out of your personal interest.
He can't help but breaking into laughter.
Looks like you've got your own little bird. The management there sucks. They don't serve humans or arcanists. They're just puppets manipulated by money.
That tracks.
I want to bring order back to that place. And I've collected quite a lot of evidence against them. Yet the most ridiculous thing happened. In the second week after I submitted the investigation application to the Supreme Court, the evidence was gone. My men found their charred pieces in the garbage room. Someone threw them into the shredding incinerator. It was like I could do nothing but surrender.
You have a wolf by your ears. I understand.
Bernard takes a deep breath before he starts to talk again.
But you're asking for too much.
Yeah.
11 votes. We're on the opposite side. I can never persuade all of them to vote for you. Besides, the court session of the Chicago case starts later than the final vote. Don't tell me you want the service before you pay for it.
Don't worry. You can vote after testifying.
How are you gonna do that?
That's a good question.
I will do what I can, in my power. The vote won't start so soon.
He raises one eyebrow.
I can try for 9 votes, or 10, for the appreciation of your political resourcefulness.
Madam Z holds the hand waiting in front of her.
Good luck making a better Chicago office, Bernard.
Contact. Friendship first, my friend. Unlike the other days, Constantine isn't by her desk today. The light in the room stays off. She has her back to the door, facing the window. Daylight slowly permeates into the dark room through the rigid marble windows.
Come in.
I'm here to report the situation so far. Some neutral parties have tilted in favor of the draft.
How many?
Not a lot of them, but enough to make the votes even. They have always pursued revolution in the Foundation. Looks like Mark has finally persuaded them. I heard Miss Z has been working hard on canvassing too. But the number of the conservatives remains the same. We don't have to worry about that. I believe we will still prevail in the final vote days later.
What about the other groups?
Woo!
Still functioning as usual. Nothing special.
I'm just going
By
through
the way,
the storyline.
Bernard and his men paid a visit to SPDM. I didn't get to talk to them.
She turns back to face the window.
Thank you for the report. She's never been so persistent. Do you know why she's been so different this time, Pedro?
I didn't realize you had time to invite me to play table tennis. Or are you actually here to lobby, Madam Z?
I'll say both, Cats. Back then when I was a student, I'd often invite my classmates to play ping pong after we left the laboratory. A cold shower after getting soaked in sweat is a piece of memory I can't forget.
You remind me of the old days in the table tennis varsity. You're the only one I can practice with here. Serve it, Madam Z. Let's compete.
Video game time. And I don't have enough energy. Wait, hold on. I believe I have, yeah, there we go. I can restore the what's-it-call-it. And if I clear this, I can get more. Okay, I have more energy restoration now, so I can go back. There we go. Back to the thingy. What the fuck is that? Friendship prevails all. Our teammates are not in an ideal condition, and thus unable to fight properly. Please watch out for our guardian elf. I'm just trying to, okay, fix his damage dealt by attacks to 1. Okay. So I can be emotional support.
Don't be so furious.
There you go.
Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
Pause.
I can
They're
use
just
these
little
to,
games.
like, if they get a crit
Stop
hit,
me
I
up.
can do,
Woohoo! Release!
you spent this whole era at the Foundation? Yeah, because there's a storm happening right now. They can't go out of the Foundation, I don't believe. Because the storm is safe from it.
What? I can't make the call?
Fuck. The Foundation is safe from the storm.
Down.
Whose heart is beating so loud? Don't be so furious.
Walking training.
Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
Down.
They're just little games. I hear something.
Because in the story, the storm from that was happening at the current time is, you know, still going on, so yeah. Essentially, it's a long-ass storm.
We should listen to what people say. Are you ready to be blinded? Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen
Obviously,
carefully.
it's gonna do 1 damage, but it'll prevent ult from going off on that guy, so...
Woohoo! Release!
Flashbang,
Radio waves
my
are
favorite.
everywhere. Everywhere.
I don't like this stage.
Whose heart is beating so loud? Shh! I hear something. Stop me up! Don't be so furious. Radio waves are everywhere. Nice!
1 damage.
Everywhere.
It's funny. And then hopefully this kills, question mark? Yeah, there we go.
Using troops.
Backhand chop. Great, great.
She nimbly picks up the white ball and bows.
Again. Ready to go.
Z without her coat looks silly.
Nice shot.
Madam Z strikes. The little ball flies over the net in an extremely low parabola and goes into the unguarded corner of the table. Katz turns her body to one side, striking the ball back confidently.
We're planning to revise some articles in the draft.
Which articles?
The article is about strengthening the control of registered arcanists. You're right. We do need to improve the credibility of the Foundation in the outside world.
Tell me more.
The Timekeeper's power to discipline should be transferred back to the School of Discipline at the Foundation. The Foundation will conduct a unified risk assessment on Arcanists to ensure this team is always under control.
But in fact, it still belongs to the Timekeeper, right?
That is our minimum requirement. And you will not change.
Cutscene thingy.
I didn't expect you to compromise.
It's not a compromise. It's a reasonable amendment to the draft. Transferring the power of education and discipline to the Foundation will help lower the budget and reduce the pressure on Verton.
And you would even lobby an opponent, me, for this amendment.
A reasonable appeal shouldn't be rejected just because it is
I do really like Schneider.
The Foundation needs solidarity, not
I like
contradiction.
Click's lore.
If the draft is meant to pass, I will do whatever I can to make it meet most expectations. Just like this ping pong game. Friendship first, competition second. Legislation shall serve the people.
Lands on the middle drum.
You have my vote, Madam Z.
Yippee!
A vote is not the only thing I need, Cats.
Sorry if you just heard a thud. Whenever people close the entryway door, it's really loud and picks up on my mic, and it like shakes the entire wall. So yeah, that's fun. Audio
Ping
first.
pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong.
Too noisy.
Yep, agreed. It's too noisy. You were looking at the little ball made of plastic. It hops from left to right, making an annoying sound. But all we can do to it is look at it. Just like all you can do to me is tolerate my existence.
Huh.
For both of us have nowhere to go. Ha! Look at your frowning face. Your face wrinkles from the eyebrows to the nose tip. But people can barely see those light furrows. We know what that means. You have a poker face, and it's never your fault. But for now, your face is not the thing that matters. Well, maybe for someone it is, but still,
Maybe
it's
for someone
not.
it is.
You know what really matters? The game. Yes, it's the game. Of course the game matters. Everyone loves the game. They gather at the stadium yelling or roaring vehemently. They choose one team to become its fan and spend good money on a team uniform or an autographed ball. Yet, it's just a ball. You see where I'm coming from? Just a ball. Its outline, a circle, could be found in any geometry textbook and anywhere in this world. When the first hominid picked up a coconut and threw it to the sky, and caught it, and threw it, and caught it, and threw it again, when she felt joy and yelped, had she ever thought of the future? The future where a simple ball has become so complicated and enchanting. Now we call it the present.
Complicated and enchanting.
Yes, sure. Complicated and enchanting.
This guy is such
Use
an
your silly
interesting
and
specimen.
smart head to think about this ball game carefully. The complex scoring rules, the harsh requirements for reactive agility, the countless possible foul points. Your fingers, your wrists and arms, a correct way of using them will lead to victory. What matters more is, like every ball game, it focuses on how you serve the ball and hit it back. It's not an easy job as it sounds. When you are in the game, you need to concentrate. Where will the ball come from and how will you return it to your opponent? You need to figure that out within half a second. Use your power
God knows
in a
I'm
proper
not
way.
like fast
Move
enough
your
for
feet
sports.
in a stable pace. Inhale and exhale at the right timings. Ping, pong, ping, pong, ping, pong, ping. The sound will last forever and ever, until that bouncing little thing falls to either side of the court.
Fair play. A few clerks stop and watch by the table. The game is about to start. Now I go beat them up.
I can't wait anymore! Start me up!
Whose heart is beating so loud? Don't be so furious.
Lights!
Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
The Arcanum effects are always pretty.
They're just little games.
Down.
Rock, rock, rock! Change the world!
Long admonition and occasional hump.
I think the sound is funny.
You will pay for this.
Peace and love!
Palm
Peace and love!
down.
Just wait.
Palm down.
There we go.
Don't be so furious. Long admonition and occasional. Long admonition and occasional
And one more and I
indulgence.
can kill the last guy, hopefully, maybe.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
They're just little games.
Agents have guns. It's called
Gone.
common sense.
There we go.
Your first-hand experience is our best advertisement.
I know. I'm aware you've told this to me many times. You received applause and admiration. What's that? I don't know, did the loopy thing. Echoes in the dark. A sentence falls down into a cave and breaks into countless words. Oh, I'm sweating so much and I don't know why. What's the strongest character I have?
Constantine.
Sorry, stretching. Probably Regulus or Coinbloom. Constantine, sitting behind the rostrum, looks up. She takes off her reading glasses and closes the book in her hand.
Has the voting started? You see, here is the number of votes I have estimated. The pro drafts will lose by 5 votes to their opponent. Don't forget our bet. The one who loses will pay for the new stamps.
The final vote is not today, I'm afraid.
She has a complicated look on her face.
Z's speech is still ongoing. She's just started the part on Article 3, Section 5 of the Rules of Procedure. But the speech has already lasted 7 hours.
God damn!
Even some delegates have left.
What?
She smiles, surprised.
A filibuster?
Yes, and Katz's speech will be right after that. So, I guess the final vote won't start until tomorrow. That won't make a difference. Delaying the vote won't change the result.
Constantine sighs.
We don't know yet.
Hi, Asher.
I
He's
didn't
here to
expect
bother
that she
me
would be
again.
trying so hard. But for me, this is not necessarily bad news. The filibuster will only have 2 outcomes.
How do you know?
It is either one of the parties wins over 2/3 of support and gains victory, or both parties get stuck in a tug of war. If this tug of war doesn't end with a clear outcome, the Storm Reformation will end up completely dead and forbidden to be discussed within 5 years. Are the stakes getting too high?
best support I have? I mean...
Madam Vice President? Mr. President came back
I
from
missed
the
dialogue
Paxos.
as I was thinking. Someone trots over from the doorway. As he comes up to them, he bends over so that only Constantine can hear him. I believe my best support is probably Cornblum. Otherwise it's New Babel.
I will go see him now.
He's waiting for you in the office.
What's happening? Oh, President, fuck. I read that, but like, my brain didn't process it. It's been a year since they left. Since they last met, fuck. Constantine quickly trots over along the hallway. The window is clear enough to give reflections. She stops and fixes her collar. The door is left half open. Hello?
Mr. President.
Wow, he looks disheveled.
Good day to you, sir. May the peace
Disheveled.
be with us.
I know words.
May the peace be with us.
Are
Hello?
you feeling better these days?
I can still hang in for a few years. Thank you.
Are they doing all right?
Just as usual. Nothing to worry about.
Who's there? He gives Constantine a small wave in the shadow. She walks up to him.
I'll stay in the Foundation these months.
Who the
The
fuck
agenda
are
is
you?
well arranged. There is something more important that I must tell you in person.
Constantine nods and bends over to listen. The shadow of the president casts on her. The rusty, feeble words are difficult to reach. I was reading that! But the meaning of every word makes her eyes open wide out of shock.
This is their judgment.
Yes.
Then, I have no objection to it.
She slowly resumes standing, then retreats for a few steps and almost falls on the floor.
Hold tight, my friend.
She supports herself by the file cabinet.
Excuse me. I have to admit, I was surprised. Thank you for telling me this.
I wanna know, what'd you say? Aww, to be continued. And then another audio thing.
Look
Answers
at where
reply.
you are. Alina also once stood here.
Who's that?
A human, a member of the St. Pavlov Foundation. She started from here, took 33 steps and a half, turned left, opened the door, and then turned right, went on for another 5 meters. She stopped and opened the Historical Intelligence Cabinet.
Why was she there?
For work, sweetheart. Most of the actions we took in most of the time were for our jobs, or for the sake of getting one. She's a good employee, the kind of person who sincerely wishes to contribute to society. Her dedication to work equally applied to events as big as maintaining peace, and matters as trivial as looking through old files. It was the 1931 file, or the 1935 one. She hasn't gotten there yet. But there is another folder which has caught her attention. On December 28th, 1932, on the wonderful day of the Holy Innocents in Mexico, 13 Arcanist High School students attacked the crowd during the nighttime celebration. They claimed the Oracle had uttered to them, from the inside of a gigantic Cordia Eleanoides, that they had to shoulder the responsibility to protect the people. So they took their wands and knives, carried bottles of potion of concocted picric acid and nitrocellulose, and walked into the festival market like any regular happy young people. Their attack led to 17 deaths. 6 were injured, among which 4 were disabled for life. One young girl among the attackers couldn't physiologically stop her hysterical laughter, even when she was under arrest. She quivered convulsively, with her hands twitching tightly on 31-centimeter-long pruning shears. She kept muttering the word Bakoti, which is the common way to call the Cordia Illinoides among the lumber dealers. In the Aztec civilization, it means giant mouth. Any mouth can talk. In this case of mass hysteria,
it was probably a
this was the
storm
one true
syndrome.
rule. Hysteria, madness, paranoia, hearing voices or seeing things. These abnormalities are the sparks flying in the air, and arcanists are like dry cotton. The encounter of the two will cause a fire. Paulina complained quietly. She accused the danger of fire, the risk of heat. One can hardly hold no grudges against the flame when it is hidden next to you patiently, waiting. She started to mutter something of a more extreme nature. She was carried away, forgot that each individual has their own right even in a collective body. She forgot what public opinion can do to subtly influence a community. Her eyes were fixed on the scarlet flame. Racist thoughts crept silently into her blonde-haired, beautiful head like a cunning centipede. Fortunately, this is not yet the end of the story. Paulina still had her chances to change.
He's bothering me again. Change?
Change. Yes. An alteration.
Careful.
Everybody has to
Fell over
change.
because he was leaning into me.
You can improve your living standards, pay for prettier white clothes, drive around in a limo painted in bright pink. Anything to prove that you're as much of a man as those tough warriors in ancient Europe. Or you can try the bitter side of life. A life so bad that every weekend you have nowhere to go but lie on a couch hollowed out by your dog and pick your nose. You pick it hard, just to locate and take out the hardest, largest booger that irritates your nasal membranes to stop the endless sneezing. The change of Paulina started from a question. A senior staff of the Foundation walked to her, flipping through the pages of the same folder and asked, "But Paulina, how are you going to deal with the fire?" On the next page, the survivors started a new life under the supportive measures, and the crazy children have left their poor family, leaving the violence and harassment behind, and moved into a sanatorium with white walls. The record of the follow-up visits showed that they have stayed mentally stable since. They learned to calm themselves and overcame drug addiction and alcohol abuse. Some of them were even married. Between the last 2 pages, there lies a thank you letter. The name signed at the end of the letter went on for 2 lines, and the last name ends with a cheerful strike going up, like a smiley face. The fire is always there, Paulina. We need to find a way to live with it, not to extinguish it. Keep them somewhere safe, like a high shelf, and away from the fuel. Watch over the temperature. Maybe teach them to burn in a manner that no one, including themselves, would be hurt. Division and confrontation have never taken this world to a better place, have they? They went on talking for a bit more about the responsibilities of this job, about personal liabilities, about hatred, about the minorities, about the practices that ought to be taken to realize ideas. Young Paulina had changed. Drops of tears seep out from the bottom of that pair of beautiful green eyes. I shed tears with her, of course. Sadly, I was busy sucking the flavoring powder on chips off my fingers and missed the right moment to wipe those tears off my face. Nevertheless, this is my favorite episode. We should watch it again.
What an interesting
Look at where
specimen.
you are. Paulina also once stood here.
More? Road of a footprints. Muddy, determined footprints and lines on the white marble floor are easily recognizable. Yeah, sure. Yes, you're back to bother me for no reason again. He keeps jumping on my desk and, like, sitting right down
As
my
witness?
microphone. I don't get it. Goofy cat.
Yes. Your report means a lot to him.
I
Okay.
can provide the report, but I have no experience in court hearings. If I say something wrong, will it affect the special prosecutor's decision?
That's an unexpected question. Madame Z's voice turns gentle and soft after a moment of speechlessness.
Sonetto, testifying is not taking exams. The court doesn't need a skillful witness.
I like Madame Z.
Just honestly tell them what you saw. Focus on the point, and don't distort the facts. The Supreme Court, they value the sense of justice of the youth.
Sense of justice.
And that's a noble quality you have.
I will do my best, Madam Z.
A meeting.
Call the witness.
Entangled by the crowd, Sonetta walks into the court. In front of her, the special prosecutor has an almost godlike solemn look on her face.
Greetings. May the peace be with us.
May the peace be with us.
Italy, you have to
Sonetto,
have
as
fun?
informed by the subpoena, you have been called for
See
by
ya.
the accuser, Bernard Wilson, to testify as the witness in court. Could you specify the relationship between you and the accuser?
We did not know each other. I heard of him at work, but we rarely worked together.
Then why did he call you?
I was one of the parties involved in the 1929 storm incident. I submitted a detailed report of that. He searched the database and found the report, so he made a request for access to my supervisor, Madam Z. Then, Madam Z asked if I would be willing to provide the report and attend court as witness.
Could you tell me the reason why you agreed to testify?
My immediate supervisor is having a long-term treatment, and there are more time slots available on my schedule. I am happy to be able to make a difference during the time and defend the established facts. More importantly,
I love the little spinny baton. So silly. Sonetto musters her courage and presents a box of files on the desk.
I personally believe that there is still much room for improvement for the Foundation's office in Chicago in the United States.
The special prosecutor seems slightly surprised.
What is this, Miss Sonetto?
This is a record of all my travels from the time I received the promotion order in the research center to go to the office in Chicago in the United States, to the time I went back to the headquarters of the Foundation when the storm came. This is the field report and diary I wrote about the storm in 1929.
What point do you make?
I would like to prove that the Foundation's office in Chicago in the United States violated the Declaration, Fight for the Peace and Order of Mankind, and the rights of some humans and arcanists.
You're tarnishing our reputation!
Hee. Someone leaps to his feet on the other side of the table. He's the assigned director of this
I request a debate duel. I won't allow her to distort the truth like this.
Damn.
Mrs. F, I haven't checked these files yet. Silence, please.
Your Honor, you can examine the files one by one while we're having the debate duel. I can't bear to see the long history of our office slandered in this way by a newcomer. I demand a duel with her.
Sonetto is an investigator with rich combat experience. There is no good dueling with her.
Oh, so do we have to kick some guy's ass? The special prosecutor turns to Sonetto.
Do you accept the debate duel?
I have no objection, madam.
The defendant's neck has turned scarlet out of anger. The special prosecutor stands up and raises both of her arms.
Please to the stage, duelists. The debate during your duel will be faithfully recorded. 3 defeats, one side will end the duel. You have the floor now.
We really are just beating some random guy's ass, I guess? Okay.
I can't wait anymore!
Fighting alone is always exhausting. AP1 for deployed characters.
I have decades of historical materials of the office and know it better than anyone else. While you were in office for just 3 days? What makes you think your testimony is more valuable than my materials?
Whether the history is long or short, it does not affect the validity of the facts.
That's true.
Article 78 of the International Law of Procedure states, any individual who has knowledge of the case and has an independent will is obliged to testify as witness. Hereon, I shall prove the value of my testimony.
Start me up! Left hand up, now right hand up! Left hand up, now right hand up! They're just little games.
Wait, I don't have anything else to do. So I might
Everybody,
force, okay.
let me
I was
see
gonna
your
save
hand
that, but I guess
up.
not.
Change the
Whatever.
Woohoo! Release!
I guess I didn't need to, so it's fine.
Start me up. They're just little games. Left hand up, now right hand up.
Hopefully this goes, I doubt it, but we'll see. Oh, neat. And then, what does exhausted do? I presume
February
less
14th, 1929, after the storm, half of the staff in the office were absent from work. I learned that this was permitted by the director. They were required to sell alcohol in speakeasies at night to make a profit for the office. The malpractice at daytime was therefore tacitly approved. This can be found in photo appendix number 3-12-8.
Slander! It's individual behavior of the employees who do not comply with the rules.
The mic quality difference is
Stop,
also a
they're
little
just
funny.
little games. Rock, rock, rock! Change the world!
Yeah, it's less damage.
Woohoo! Release! Everybody, they're just little games. Left hand up, now right hand up.
I should have probably saved that for when I don't have debuffs. Fuck. Oh well. Eh.
Don't touch my bag! Are you ready? Start me up. Are you ready to shake? Woohoo! Release! Left hand up, now right hand up.
And then more exhausted for me. Fuck.
That morning, an hour and a half before my encounter with Timekeeper, a procession appeared in the square in front of the office. They were mostly humans, with a few arcanists. They were protesting against the high registration fee charged by the office for registering their identity information. In addition, there was a racial brawl in the square, but the office did not send anyone to pacify the crowd or maintain the order.
Do you have any evidence?
I wrote them in my diary. Does that count as evidence?
Yes. Please tell me which page it is on.
My nose is itchy. Am I stupid? Yes. Oh well, it's fine. Whatever. Wait, no. Wait, that is a fine move. Never mind. I'm losing it.
Left hand up. Now right hand up. Nice.
Big damage.
Don't touch my bag.
And then you get busted and
Some interest.
hello.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Memorize the script before you open your mouth, Miss Sonetto.
Wait, what was the okay, I'm fine.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Sorry, I was checking, if, like, I had to beat the stage without dying, so... Oh.
Retreat!
Oh, okay, it's not that bad. Oh, never mind. Never mind, that is a little bad. Ooh. Actually, it's not that bad. This guy looks suspended. A little, yeah.
We should listen to what people say. Don't be so furious. Secrets always
I mean, I'm sure that's the point.
These are all insignificant glitches.
What?
To be honest, you can find similar problems in any large institution in the world. As long as we manage the office in a different way or change the staff, it would be improved. But you claimed that we violated the Declaration of Peace. This is pure slander, gross defamation.
I am not slandering the office. Schneider. You refuse to offer a human, no, an entire family, the shelter of the Foundation.
Your first-hand experience is our best advertisement.
Aw, Sonetto is fighting for Schneider. I wonder if that's like why she
Schneider,
exactly
a friend we met in Chicago.
Confirmed, like, agreed to the
She
thing.
once chose to join the Foundation under the pressure of both the Storm and Manus Vindicte. But instead of offering any solution or help, you just gave her a rejection letter. I found this letter in her suit pocket. It had a small line written on it. Poppers, fuck off.
I had completely no idea what this was about. Not to mention the fact that no one at the office had ever heard of the Storm. What help could they offer?
In this particular case, you should have reported to the headquarters or to the investigators out there, instead of doing nothing but leaving an insult. I do not understand why there was such wording on it. Was it because she did not pay enough shelter fee to qualify for sheltering? Or was it because the wand she used was transformed by Arcanum, which made you think she was an Arcanist? Does not the Declaration of Peace say, everyone strong or weak, rich or poor, of any race deserves a helping hand so that the existing peace and order shall be maintained?
You get them, Sonetto. Am I winning?
They were
Yes.
humans. If only they had made it to the headquarters sooner. Maybe
they could have saved Schneider.
In the particular circumstance at present, it's impossible for the headquarters to take in humans from all over the world. But you bring out a possibility better than anything that happened. Thank you very much for your testimony, Ms. Sonetto. And also for the debate, Mr. Seth.
What has been happening in this chapter? A lot of, like, political argument and all of that. I forgot to read the text because I was talking. The special prosecutor and the jury get up, gathering the papers on the desk. Sonetto's ears are gradually cooling off.
I seem to be too emotional just now.
Hydrate? Oh, where's my cup? There, my cup. She passes the hallway, feeling completely lost. She feels the court session is not over, and she is still in the middle of the storm.
Miss Sonato.
The special prosecutor stops her from behind.
You brought us a great debate.
In the bright daylight in the hallway, Sonato finally takes a good look at the special prosecutor. This is quite an extraordinary face. White, hard, and of a skin texture different from any creature's.
Have you heard of the Supreme Court? You should come when you're free.
And then a trail. What do we got here? A familiar color catches your eyes. Deja vu. An undefiled scale sitting up high on that hall of judgment. With the listening ears, the sniffing nose, the watching eyes, the raising brows, and the speaking mouth. Being the well-polished, the bright, the spacious, it is the dazzling daylight itself. It is the carry of a noble virtue, as untouchable as the feathers on a bird's throat, as unsullied as the explored snowy ground, as undisturbed as the rippleless melt in the glass. I trust myself that I have encountered such whiteness before. Sometime, somewhere. All you've been doing all day is exams and watching Dungeon Meshi? Corner of the board. After a lifelong moment of waiting, the pieces are carefully placed here. Excuse me.
I was told you have something important to share.
Yes, the filibuster is about to end. Z told me they are going to end the speech and apply for the official vote at noon. If you're going to continue with the debate, don't forget to send your men.
Constantine doesn't reply. She glances at the delegates on their seat.
Do you see Bernard over there?
Yes. Quite a lot of his men attended today. They have remained uncommitted to Storm Reformation so far. I thought they wouldn't bother to attend. The opposition side doesn't need a dozen more votes to win, after all.
But the advocates of the draft do.
The chairwoman casts an eye on her, perplexed. Constantine doesn't intend to explain. This game is so pretty. Yeah, it is. She looks
wary. There will be a new
wary.
draft given to you in 2 hours. I brought together a revision group last night with some hired experts. We have adjusted some of the articles in the previous draft.
My nose is itchy.
I will need you to present it to everyone when the time comes.
What for? Is that draft going to be adopted?
The chairwoman looks ghastly. She can't help but ask again to confirm her suspicion.
The draft is going to be adopted, isn't it?
There are things that even I cannot maneuver. All I can do is bring benefits to as many people as possible. I have specifically made some amendments to the clearance to educate and discipline unregistered arcanists in Section 3 on page 21, as well as the duties and obligations of the Timekeeper's special team in Section 1 on page 40. Every arcanist assigned to the Timekeeper's department will be put through the Foundation's risk assessment and graded accordingly. Ordinary arcanists only need to receive primary artificial somnambulism training. The more extraordinary ones will be sent to the School of Discipline for re-education.
Delegate Mark also submitted another edition, which was quite similar to this one.
Is that so?
Big words. Yes. She chuckles. It's half relaxed and half bitter.
Well... very well. I'm pleased we have reached a consensus even before we meet. Here are more things we have revised. Given their resistance to the storm, the Timekeeper's special team will take up more work related to Manus Vindictae. The Foundation will utilize their abilities.
She sits down on her chair.
We've also fine-tuned the details. They will be given more executive power while the Foundation retains control over all things. Remember, we have to make everyone aware of these changes before the voting starts. We have to make sure this version of the proposal is the one that gets the final approval in the end.
Understood.
The chairwoman looks up. Lights shed on her reading glasses and give out a bluish-white color.
Can't believe this is happening. Huh.
Oh.
The first revolution targeting arcanists in the past decades. Don't forget my stamps for this quarter, Constantine.
Oh, wait, fuck, I forgot to read. The right side of the hall is where the most eloquent people gather, the lecture area. Madame Z stands on the podium. After the long speech lasting for days, she feels herself physically struggling to go on. But her mind is getting clearer and clearer, more and more excited. Every cell in her body is ready to wake up at the very moment the voting starts. She looks up at the rostrum. Constantine is sitting next to the chairwoman calmly. That's a strange calmness. So strange that she's almost certain she is watching Constantine place a piece on the bottom right corner of the board.
I'm so tired that my eyes are failing me. No, it's not the time to relax. Just 2 more hours. Hang in there. It will end soon.
So fucking EP, isn't she? Picnic on the lawn. Ham, bread, and drink. I assume they taste much better than critters. Yeah, I'd bet.
Oh,
Hi,
roast
Regulus.
leg of lamb, Wellington steak, Turkish kebab.
Kebab.
Oh, I want meat.
Are you hungry? Worry not. The leaves of the potatoes we planted have turned yellow. Miss Druvis said this is the harvest time. Let's dig them out and make shepherd's pie.
Potato? Vegetable? No, I don't want them anymore. I've been eating healthy salads for a month. I want meat. I want rich, juicy, meaty, sinewy, savory, sizzling meat.
Regulus suddenly springs to her feet.
Wait. It smells so good. That's meat.
Are they trying to lure her out? What's happening
Where's that smell
here?
coming from?
I do smell something good as well.
That reminds me I'm hungry. Sotheby stands up on tiptoe, seeking the source of the incredible smell.
I'll take a look.
Regulus rubs her stomach, grabs her bag, and dashes out.
Wait, Regulus! The critter's lair is over there!
Oh.
Critters? No worries. Critter is a type of meat. Roast it over fire and a square meal is here.
Good lord.
Smells so good. It's over here.
She is gone. Off she goes.
Oh no, what can I do? Father said some critters could cause hallucination and diarrhea if eaten.
Huh.
What's going on, Miss Sotheby? Why are you here walking around alone?
couple floats in the air and looks around them.
Where is Captain?
Gone.
Oh, good to see you here. Regular said she smelled meat and went straight to the forest to catch critters.
Waffle.
Waffle.
It has been too long since we last had
like
Dr.
his
Pepper.
exclamations are
Does
so
Captain
funny.
finally start to have a senior moment?
Let's hurry over and take a look. The smell of food is unusual. It's verdant over there. There may well be other dangers lurking somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Regulus's figure appears among the trees. The aroma of food has also become more intense.
This is weird. Where on earth does the smell come from?
Regulus is also looking for the answer to the same question. She looks down, scrabbling in the weeds. As she goes through them, the weeds unexpectedly shake, out of which springs up a black shadow. A beastie?
It's a carbuncle! Regulus, it's not edible!
There comes another one. One after another until Regulus has an armful of angry carbuncles.
That's the lair of carbuncles. They've been stirred up.
Uh-oh.
Whoa! A bumper harvest of critters! Come and help!
Hold on, Captain. We're
Good
coming.
Lord. Edge of the woods. Time to beat things up.
Playtime, boys and girls.
Oh, they have food on their heads. That's probably why they smell like
Whose
food.
heart is beating so loud?
Just probably.
Don't be so furious.
Just a little
Radio
theory.
waves are everywhere. Lights! Everywhere. Hey, I'm the support staff.
My nose is itchy.
Start me up.
Down.
Up.
Agents have guns. It's called common
Up.
sense. Change the world. Hey, I'm the support staff.
Sorry.
Who's harsh? I hear something. Don't be so furious. Agents have guns. It's called common sense. Sorry, miss.
My nose is being very rude.
We should listen to what people say.
Down. Pause.
Get on.
Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully.
Long admonition and occasional. You won't be disappointed.
They're just little games. Start me up.
These glowing lights. We are the master and maven of the place.
Woohoo! Release! Rock, rock, rock! Change the world!
8 damage, kind of, maybe. Now I do this button, this.
Fortune, whose heart is beating so loud?
And
they're just little games. Talking out calms people down. Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
Oh, come on. Oh, okay. Thank God. Get smacked.
Start me up. Are you ready? Start me up. Rock, rock, rock.
I don't know if that's gonna do enough damage to kill, but we'll see. Hopefully.
Woohoo! Release! Yippee!
Okay.
Your first-hand experience is our best advertisement.
The music was loud.
Oh, are they really all inedible?
Sopping wet Regulus.
I did smell the sizzling meat. Oh, it's somewhere around here. Right around...
Maybe.
Oh, hi.
Who are you?
The silly. An athletic figure shows up from behind the bushes.
Lilia? What are you doing here?
Being a silly, Lilia throws her bag at their feet. A roasted leg of lamb wrapped in tinfoil falls out of her bag.
I got you something good.
Yummy food. Roasted pork knuckle, farmer's sausage, black forest ham, some unknown drinks, leva bread, and leva bread.
Whoa!
That's definitely alcohol. Regulus pulls out the lamb as quickly as a flash and devours the meat.
Lamb, it tastes so good. So good. I barely know what grease is supposed to taste like. Thank the great god of rock for his blessings. Oh, this pirate finally gets some meat to
I'm hungry.
eat.
Huh? It is me you should thank, the goddess of victory, who soon brings you freedom.
Lily?
Bring us freedom soon. May I ask, how should I interpret your words?
Magic. Or something. Lilia sits down on the ground. She opens up one of the cans and pours the drink into her mouth.
You want some?
That's alcohol. Drufus takes the drink from her and takes a sip.
Thank you so much for coming alone and providing us with supplies, Lilia. However, please tell us why you are here. Did Madame Z send you?
Lilia shakes her head. She gives out 4 fingers.
Already been 4.5 weeks, right? This is not the first time I visit you guys here.
The one hiding in the shadow last time? It's you?
Of course it is.
I wonder how much longer you can hold on for Vertin. You see, saying is one thing, fighting is another. I've seen many deserters. Way too many. Crying out loud, peeing their pants, drooling all over on their rabbit food. But you guys are different. You actually did it. You conquered places in the Foundation, defended your own places, and put pressure on those in white till this day, the last day in this 4.5 weeks. That's the Stalnaya Volia I appreciate. If I didn't come today, would you eat your boots tomorrow?
Of course not. We still have potatoes, almost ripe. And carrots.
And carrots.
Thank you for your kindness, Miss Lilia. May I take it that you are coming to bring us the good news? Is there a final result for Madame Z's draft?
Perhaps.
So far as I know, Madame Z hasn't given up yet. Just like you. When she gets serious, she looks like a fierce doe. But I already lost my patience. Tons of processes need to be done before it can be performed, even if the draft is passed at the final vote. As long as Vertin is still on that bed in the ward, you're just an isolated island. Everyone can step on you.
Lilia stands up and pats off the dust on her carelessly.
Take care of them for me when necessary. That's what Vertin said when she gave me the vodka. It's time to deliver on my promise.
Are you going to do something dangerous?
Of course she is. She's silly like that.
That is worth the risk.
Get
I've been waiting for this moment for so long. Someone needs to wake up from the dream.
be continued. We're almost done with this chapter. Fun fact.
The story has come to a new stage. It is fascinating. It has plots of unwavering loyalty, survival from the jaws of death, and even a little bit of unconventional excitement. Raise your head, and you will see this splendid spotlight grilling the top of our heads like a stove heating a frying pan. We mumble and mumble and mumble. Something like arcanists, new changes, perseverance, and the storm. Right, that's it. The storm. The storm is no longer something new here. Everyone in the story talks about the storm. People don't find it attractive anymore. Once you turn the camera out of the spotlight, you'll see many other people on the stage. Many, many other people.
Why that?
The other actors. Actors who are different from you. Their name won't be listed in the cast at the end of the movie. Not even a poor St. Pavlov squad leader A. They're a bunch of people. A bunch of people just like you, though there are still differences between you and them. Open their bellies and you can find everything that should be there. The liver, the stomach, the spleen, the lungs, and the heart. Their faces are clear to be seen. Look at them carefully. Carefully. Oh, you might have met one or two of them.
Maybe.
They come from the same institution as yours. The St. Pavlov Foundation. Eve from the France branch. La from the Egypt branch. And the Matryoshka from the Russia branch. Oh, right. Your first friend made in a branch. That young man with a red nose. Ken from the Scotland branch. You looked here, you looked there. You couldn't find him anywhere, however hard you tried.
Where did he go?
Good question. I'll help you find him.
Oh, thank you.
Let's keep looking around, but this time vertically instead of horizontally. That's right. Upside vertical. Don't be afraid of that radiant spotlight. Look there. Ignore the risk of blinding your eyes. And you see it. A white umbrella, bigger and wider than any umbrella you have seen. Those green flashes stinging your eyes is the price you have to pay for finding it. The white umbrella is a shelter from the rain, saving that orange-haired girl in white for you. And you have witnessed how people standing in the pouring storm without shelter fade away. Like your little friends. And Ken from the Scotland branch. Remember the differences I just mentioned? A great time to keep silent. Your ugly trauma, a mixture of your mental issues and miserable past, would burst out in the next second, making everyone's heart twitch. But think otherwise. If the truth were known to all, today's not real and there's no tomorrow. I'm going to eat my shoes and an asteroid is falling. Then all of them would go crazy. Those pigeons valuing sense above anything won't sit aside and let this happen. So they made the most sensible choice. The huge white umbrella has only sheltered those qualified people. Qualified according to their standard.
Yeah.
Now, let's cross our arms and make an arrogant judgment like those cynics. How cruel it is! And then you may start contemplating. Should they all go aboard the Ark? Can this Ark carry this many people? Try to raise the question as peacefully and slowly as you can. and their enthusiasm will be dampened and let out a sound like what you hear when you pour water into a heated pan. Their feelings. Oh, they. You mean Eve, La, and the Matryoshka. Of course you care about your friends. That's a virtue of yours I won't forget.
Oh, I forgot to read it. What about their feelings?
In order to understand their feelings, you need to bend down and reach. That's right. Reach for the dark corner under the stage. Until your fingertip is wrapped by soft, warm, and considerate black velvet, as comfortable as a mother's singing to her baby in a crib.
I just crossed my desk.
That's what the people without a shelter above them are feeling now. More silence. You are really good at finding the right timing for your silence.
Christ, this
Just like my friend and I are experts in farting soundlessly in the elevator cart.
What the fuck?
My hypocrite and dumb friend. Think about it in a different way. Who knows how much garbage there is under the stage? There may be liquid seeping out of rotten pastry and dairy products, intrusions of American cockroach with sleek abdomen crawling everywhere. Who can say it's not a blessing to know nothing about the truth? Especially when you can't leave this shitty place.
What a guy this guy is, really. 21 good weather. The sunlight shed on our faces. We've never been so close to the clouds. Cutscene.
Final round of the vote. Voters, please hurry up.
Please hurry up.
1 minute to go. Please be responsible to your votes in every round. Vote as soon as possible.
The draft advocates have more votes now, but they still need more than that to meet the supermajoritarian requirement.
What? Please vote now. 30 seconds to go. Final countdown.
Wake up.
10 seconds to go. This will be your last chance to vote. Please, hurry up.
Wakey, wakey.
Voting closed. Storm Reformation, Manpower and Discipline. Passed.
Yippee!
Whoa. Hi, Lilia.
Huh. The glass is not as hard as I thought.
You're so fucking cool.
Hey, time to wake up, Vertin.
Wakey, wakey. Wakey, wakey.
Please. Oh.
What's that sound?
And an eye.
What's going on?
Hello? Good morning. Staff staying outside the ward rush into the room.
That was a quick reaction. 1, 2, 3. Well, relax. I'll keep the acceptable damage under 8.
What is this?
Shenanigans. Mesmer Jr. crouches next to the stool, rubbing her hands aimlessly. The staff are putting on well-designed helmets as they come in.
Everyone, get your gear. Formation 1. Capture the intruder.
Bring it on! Let me have my dear long-lost real fight.
Get You're so fucking cool! Did I hear of the food? No, I did not. There's food? I'm hungry.
Finally, some interesting work.
Oh, that's a guy. They're well trained and more than vigilant. Enemies gain control immunity when they enter the stage. Oh.
I hear They're something. Just little games. Whose heart is beating so loud?
I am currently
talking out
attempting combat.
Left hand up.
Because I'm very close to finishing.
Agents have guns.
Thingy.
It's called long ammunition and occasional indulgence. You will pay for this.
A tooth for an eye for an eye. A tooth for a tooth.
I
Pay
didn't
for thy sins with
when
thy
I meant
blood.
to use the buff one.
Change the world.
I'm bad at clicking buttons.
Feel it,
well.
with regret. The law is above all
It's
else.
fine. Oh, what the? Hello?
Bring it on!
Wake
Let
up,
me have
Burton.
my dear long-lost real fight.
Burton, wake up! What the hell? I'm sure my stream compression hates this. What the fuck is that? Attack the hands first to put them in hibernation to improve your situation. The core will also be put in hibernation when it's completed. Attack the hands and then the core to win the battle.
I hear something. Whose heart is... I hear something. They're just little games. Don't be so furious. Agents have guns. It's called... Rock, rock, rock! Change the world! Stop me! They're just little games. Stop me! You should listen to what people say. Light! Light! Rock, rock, rock! Change the world!
I don't know.
Always hide in careless ways. Listen carefully. You will pay for this. You will pay for this. Are you ready to be...
The fuck is that? I don't know.
Whose heart is beating so loud? Are you ready to be blinded? Down. Oh? Are you ready to shake? Woohoo! Release! Run! Start running. You will pay for this.
I don't know what it is, but something sure is happening, eh?
Off thou go.
Start me up!
An eye for an eye. A tooth for a tooth, thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
Rock, rock, rock! Change the world!
Feel it, pain, and know with regret. Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished.
Ouch.
I'm missing that love!
Not really.
That love!
Ouch.
Retreat!
Ouch.
What? I can't make the call?
It's probably fine.
I hear something. They're just little games. Start me up. Pause. Talking out calms people down. Woohoo! Release! Light! Say sorry, miss.
Oh, another phase? I think. Oh, what? Oh, Ellie. That was rude. Those things hurt. Okay.
You won't be disappointed. Down. They're just little games.
Just move these around for that.
These glowing lights. We are the master and maven of the place.
Say sorry, miss. Release!
I think this is like the last chapter before it moves on to event content, but technically this current event that's happening is another part in the main story. So I'm not sure what to do with that in terms of like streaming content, because like I do play a lot on my own free time, so like so I would like to have things to do, but you know.
Whose heart is beating so loud? I hear something.
Eye for an eye.
Don't be so furious. So sorry, miss. Radio waves are everywhere.
The law
Everywhere.
is above all else.
What's your face is going to attack again.
Resistance is futile.
You won't. We should listen to what Uncle said. Whose heart is beating so loud?
These glowing lights. We are the master and maven of the place.
Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
Oh, did I get it? Yippee!
Your first-hand experience is our
I beat
best
the
advertisement.
Lord of Dream. His name is. Lily is having fun, evidently.
Emergency! Room 1525, calling for backup.
Lilia whisks away his walkie-talkie.
Hey, no backup! I need to strictly follow the damage control standard.
Hey, Burton.
No. Lilia?
Finally awake? Nice. Time for us to leave. Come here and sit on the broom. Yes, behind me. Grab tight. Don't say I didn't warn you if you fall down and die.
Neither the mind or the body is responding to her calling. No reaction can be given to what is happening. She only knows what to grab the handrail tightly. The metal handrail feels cold and hard. This is the result of everyone's effort.
Red 38, let's go!
Strong shape.
Mesmer Jr., what are you doing? They're running away! Go! Get them!
Nuh-uh.
They are mad people.
Save your whining for Constantine.
The broom rises into the air. It doesn't waste a second to pause, flying towards the open window. I can't read that fast. To open the windows. Blah, blah, blah. The dazzling, glaring light, so strange but also so familiar. Warm wind blows in through the window. Cloudless, sunny day outside.
All good weather. My friends.
Burden! Silly! Yippee! Clipping of old newspaper. An article about the abstention ballot. What does abstained vote mean, and the necessity of the abstention ballot box? An abstained vote is one of many forms of protest votes. It usually ends up next to an empty seat inside a dustbin, between the washing machine and the wall, in the middle of a book, or in one of the inner pockets of an old jacket. It is the invalid vote cast because the voter has abstained from voting, and thus would not be counted into the election result. Different from other reasons which caused failure to vote, voters cast abstained votes because they neither approve nor disapprove of the available options of the voting. They may have swung between different answers, or even were once slightly more in favor of one motion candidate over the rest of them, or hold a pessimistic opinion to all the options provided. Whatever the reason might be, in the end, they decide not to support any motions or candidates in the election. Many have also argued that the abstention from voting is in fact an action guided by clear awareness of their given rights as the subject of rights. How long is this? Okay, no. It's the subject of rights. Voters are entitled not to but it is also argued by the same group of scholars that when the voters are requested to choose between unfavorable options, it takes courage and determination to stay true to their own ideas and become the dissidents of this in this case. Such action is worthy of praise. They are individual thinkers who know what they need and are strong enough not to compromise. The abstention ballot box is set up to count the votes of this group of people. It stands for a new possibility, a new way to the yet unknown solution to the problem, a relatively bumpy path compared to the easy way. Those who know its value and seek for the difficult path will eventually find their way in, and along which they shall find places they truly belong to. Okay. I get shiny things. Give me that. And then returning bird. Welcome back to your warm nest. Welcome back to a good ending.
How do you feel? Getting used to the light?
The wind feels so good.
This is just an appetizer. I'll be gentle since you're just discharged.
Discharged, quote unquote.
Are they alright?
Good as new. They stayed up all night just to save you. I guess you're the only one who has slept tight.
That's true. Probably.
Madam Z, Druvis, Saneto. From the bill and the protesting to countless debates, planning, and everyone is holding their umbrellas for you, Burton. The storm, it will pass one day.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Yippee.
Yes. Everything is going to be alright.
Enough flying. Time to head back.
What are we doing next?
No idea. Meet your friends first?
That's a good idea.
Fight with your comrade in arms. Fear no danger ahead. Grab tight. I'm going to speed up.
The wind flows through them like waves.
Charge! The Great Red 38!
Hi, Asher.
Das Rastlut F101 WG.
How are you feeling? Better now?
It's killing me.
What's wrong with her?
Here's water. Captain, sip, please. Don't put too much pressure on your esophagus. This apple told you not to swallow leber in haste.
Leber bread.
Oh.
Gotta help her.
I'm alive. Oh.
Oh, dramatic.
I thought I wouldn't be able to see the sun tomorrow, or see Vertin discharged.
You will.
Who's talking?
Is it because they have been apart for too long? Or is this an illusion generated by their longingness? They turn around in slow motion, straining their eyes.
Vertin! You're back!
So silly.
Vertin?
Look at him!
Vertin! Oh.
Sopping wet cat.
Are you feeling okay? There was a lot of equipment connected to you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel any discomfort?
Vernon!
Do you need any nutritional supplements, Miss Verton? We have a lot of healthy fresh salads here.
Where did you come back from? What are all these white pigeons doing after you?
Bird.
You seem to have gained weight. No, lost weight. Oh, no.
So the bee.
Fine. Fit as a fiddle. Just a bit of a headache, nothing else.
Yeah, I'd bet there would be a headache.
It's good to see you again. Thank you for being here. Being around me.
The sillies. Regulus wipes her face on the coat in front of her.
Of course. Of course we're waiting for you. You're the only friend we have in this world.
All the waiting has been worthwhile. In the meantime, footsteps come from a distance. Footsteps of well-trained, strong soldiers.
Welcome back, Burton.
A figure in a white robe emerges in the woods.
We have good news to share.
Leave us alone! Next to her stand Sonetto, Madame Z, and some unfamiliar faces. The moment their eyes meet into the air, Sonetto opens her mouth, but she eventually doesn't speak a word.
This is good. This is great.
May I ask what good news?
The passage of the bill, Storm Reformation, Manpower and Discipline. Once it's approved by the Pact Security Council, it will become law. Your friends and you will enjoy more autonomy and a life with even fewer restrictions.
Yippee!
You will also have a more respectable status in the Foundation. Ms. Z will fill you in with more details.
Thank you for telling me this.
Lilia, who has been quiet by their side the whole time, suddenly speaks up.
What about the treatment?
Treatment? Didn't it finish just now?
Ha!
This treatment has an investigative purpose, and the timekeeper has passed the examination as a safe, low-risk individual. As Ms. Z has said, Ms. Verton is strong enough to be the timekeeper. However, you will receive punishments for the damage to public property. I suggest you heed it as a warning.
The eye roll. Constantine waves to the crowd. The rest of them are about to leave.
We should say our goodbye. Please rest well.
She suddenly notices the white dove on the tree and stops. Aye, fair enough.
Seems like the dove of the White Marble House is paying you a visit.
What do you mean?
Nothing peculiar.
Okay.
It just means you have come to their notice.
Birds. The song of a puppy. A lively song praising the courage of a puppy. I once looked down at a young brave dog. It was... is that supposed to be gallant? Am I stupid? I don't know. Words are dumb. The most courageous of all. It wears a hat and piebald and has eyes of emerald. The first magnitude stars sprinkle in its spine. Its tail was as green as the moss. It was once asleep, once hungry, once afraid, once in tears, once an umbrella, once a tree, once a jumping coat rack and a ship. Oh, but then, it's again the brave young dog. Loyal and gutsy, it walks among the hearts of gold. Old days once more. Perhaps whipping cream only belongs to the past. Nowadays, they're soft and light, so unfamiliar. This is the end. Everything has been settled. Time flows by like water flows over a perfectly flat plain.
Yes. That's right. I got it. I'll reply you tomorrow.
Madame Z returns to her office as usual. But this time, the secretary, who always fully engages in the daily agenda, looks up to her.
Please wait, Madame Z.
She passes her a
Madame
box.
Constantine asked me to give this to you.
Did she say why?
No, she didn't explain it.
What's the box? Sharon quickly goes through her head.
Wait, I think she mentioned it's September 11 in the Chinese calendar today.
I see. Please send my thanks to her.
Sharon nods and quietly returns to her seat. Madame Z looks at the box. Faint smell of red sandalwood wafts in the air. A set of brand new Go. A gift card is attached.
I'm glad to witness your progress.
Madame Z closes the box calmly and puts it into her pocket. She opens the door and walks into her office. She looks around. This is just an ordinary room. Normal but practical. There are regulation documents, academic journals and calendars and agendas. An old photo is placed next to the mirror. She sees herself in that mirror. The face in the mirror is a lot more mature than the young girl in that old photo. Will Adele become a tigress? She runs her hand through her hair. It doesn't seem too long ago when she still had a braid to her shoulder. She combs her hair and splits it into 3 strands. The leftmost strand on top of the rightmost, go across, and then the right goes on top of the left, cross and tie it up. The braid bristles like an awkward sheep tail. She opens the refrigerator and takes out a plain cake under the cold light. With a tight pull, the lamp turns off. The room quiets down again.
"祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，祝你幸福，祝你健康，祝你前途光明。"
It's her birthday. The end. And then I believe that there's a couple traces of stuff around here. Yeah, this. Here are the rules about the filibuster. It may come in handy one day. Based on the current circumstances, the interpretation is hereby given in accordance with the relevant regulations and laws in order to ensure the debates in the legislative process are carried out to interest in... I don't know, this isn't really interesting. But that's silly. Constantine gave Z a gift for her birthday. That's nice. I like Madame Z. She's cool. She's very cool. I enjoy it. But I saw on the wiki, and because I was looking at like when the chapter, how long the chapter's length was, and her name, I am not good at pronouncing Chinese and Mandarin and whatnot. People keep saying Chinese, but I'm pretty sure this is Mandarin, not Chinese, because it's not just but I'm gonna like see how to pronounce this, but I'll send the name in the chat that was on the cake. This is supposedly Madam Z's like name. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm bad at pronouncing names, but it's a cool name. But I like that the end. It's cool. It's simple. It's nice. And I gotta go not there, because I think like to finish the act thing, I have to make sure I check for the star thing, because like sometimes there's unfinished notes like this. I don't know how like traces that it counted as stars. How many older sisters does Snyder have? I'm gonna Google it, because I'm bad at these things. 12. Give me... And then... I'm checking if there's anything else, because, like, you have to go back to check a bunch of them. Like, there's a bunch of back reading. What is Matilda Bonice's for 86? And then there's info about checking if there's any more over here. There is.
What are you doing? Why did you pick up that cold, opaque, opalescent glass wine bottle from the ground at this most critical moment? The scream outside the parking lot, the friction between the brake pads and the wheel drums, or the story unfolding like Giallo films.
A lot of these unlock when you do the hard mode of the stages, but I was just kind of going through the hard mode of the stages without paying attention, because I was just doing them because I wanted to.
I can tell that you got good taste. You know it's not easy to get this.
It seems like
stuff
this
these
is
days.
where she got the thingy.
But
for...
why are you staring at the bottom and licking your lips? Tell me, you are not going to take a sip,
Or
are
not?
you?
No, Lilia. Blah blah blah. Jervis was the one that pointed it out.
This is not a wise choice. You can't see the color of the liquid inside the glass. Maybe it's not the ice wine, or beer, or any homemade alcohol. It's probably, very likely, just a critter's snot. Even so, do you still want to give it a try?
I really shouldn't pick this bottle.
Right. It only took one moment for you to decide to click, while you had to stand so much nonsense for no reason.
I know.
My apology if the story didn't unfold as you expected. But luckily, you still have your sanity that you are always proud of. Come here. Let's put down the bottle. Before Sonetto and that floating apple notice your unusual behavior, you still have a chance to restore your image.
Restore your
After me,
image.
Say hi to them. Pretend you've never been tempted by the bottle.
Are you sure I can hear it?
I really want to find out what you're composed of. I'll chew and swallow all
What'd I
the
say
gene
wrong?
analysis down to my stomach, so I can figure out how did you keep your sanity. No arcanist is ever as rational and restrained as you. They should...
Damn, bitch, calm down.
If there is really one in the world that should be, and I know so much about you, too much about you. Even I cannot deny what you are. I can't.
Who the hell are you?
Me, I'm no one. But I can also be anyone. A drunken, slovenly old man, a cleaner in a run-down hotel, a fund manager greedy for more, or a cute spinning crystal skull. But now I'm only a rubber asshole whose mischief just failed. A desperate loser. My wrath can't even burn a weed in the Pacific Ocean. I'm looking forward to the day we formally meet each other. Only then, I'll lift your big ass and continue your wonderful journey. I will appear at any time, any moment, no matter you expect or not.
Chill, goddamn. I'm gonna fail from this one. And then nothing else I missed there. Let's see what I missed here. If anything. Which looks to be so, yes. Okay. Tiny key. Who killed the song? Oh. Asher. Hey. Can you get off my desk? Looks like no other trails were missed. Oops. Here. Here. But I don't have the acorn for it, and I don't know how to get it. Maybe it's from over here. Where's the oak? We will listen to that song with you. Red squirrels and woodpeckers. How was I supposed to know that? But this is what I need apparently for the other one. Here's the acorn. Search the acorn between the branches falls from above. Nursery rhyme, whatever. I haven't done the hard modes. Oh god, okay. Puzzle time. Puzzle. Oh. I think I'm stupid. Yes, I am. I do not think I am understanding the point. I'm not going to lie. I'm bad at puzzles though, so that's probably just a me thing. I don't think I'm getting this like I should be. I'm so bad at puzzles. I'm gonna Google the answer because I'm bad at this. Circuit board puzzle. God help me. Please. Oh, there we go. Neat. Let me out. Give me that. Boat rack. Sun will continue to rise. So where's the... There it is.
You fall back into the crowd. I understand. I can feel the desire and depression burning deep inside your brain. You are longing to be a part of an absurd, broken, bizarre Arcanum story, which is beyond your imagination and past experience. But sorry, I can't help but laugh. You got into some trouble and have to run around blindly among those in white robes like a panicked ant. Come on, close your eyes. Imagine inside a TV with static noise. A red-nosed bad guy opens his arms to you and says, "Welcome to the human world."
Stupid commas.
I know, dude. As puzzling as our usual big shots. They stand on the podium with a mic in their hands, and everyone can see their uvula trembling from their wide-open mouths as they speak.
Hello, hello. Testing, testing. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Comma, comma, comma.
Everyone has to wait for what will happen with a full bladder and an empty stomach. Listen, this is not just a world of arcanists. Arcanists, arcanum creatures, and even Arcanum itself are but insignificant existence hidden beneath all else. You must learn about those who are in power at the present moment. They live on the other side of the earth, setting rules on the thrones in the scarcely populated wilderness. Much has been done for the Order, for the vision, for the ultimate goal which will satisfy the majority, yet sacrifice the minority. They wage wars and strike deals, building a pyramid that symbolizes supreme power, with skeletons of the commoners. No, I'm not telling a lame villain story. On the contrary, it's a boring documentary about those in power standing between the sky and the
My
earth,
cat is making
seeking
me
the real
roast
meaning
alive.
of fairness and ideals. There's still plenty of time. Go ahead.
Asher,
Keep moving.
you are burning me
Don't
alive.
jump to any conclusions.
Please get off of me.
Just make sure you're always on the way, so you will learn more about humans. More and more. Take the microscope with you and dig into the rotten history of those poor little things.
What the fuck? Okay. Maybe it's just a glimpse of what will happen in the future. Or it's just another shadow in the orb. That was a much easier puzzle than anything else so far. Got it. But yeah, I'm assuming it's just expecting me to do the hard mode stuff at this point, and I don't want to right now. So I'm probably just going to end stream here after I redeem my stuff. Give me that. BBB. Holy crap, I have a lot of thingies here. And I'm a little bit off of getting 10 full damn. Yeah, like I said, I think I'm gonna end stream here because I'm hungry. And well, we can either pick up the story again next time, or I might just play it on my own and leave status updates. I don't know. Stretchy. Yeah. So, we're here. This was a cool watch? Yeah, definitely. I have actually, like, never finished, Reverse 1999. Even though I saw a lot of it, I didn't finish it. So, it was cool to see the ending. I really like it. I mean, obviously it leaves a lot to, like, sit and, reminisce afterwards, because, I mean, it's a gacha game and they have events and whatnot, so, you know, gotta think about that, too. But it's really cool to, like, I think the ending was cute. A nice and little optimistic thing at the end of a bunch of like in-game politics and whatnot. It was really nice to just have a simple thing like that, I think. Oh, my nose is itchy. Thanks for being cool. Thank you for being cool and hanging out with me. I have, I'm gonna be building puzzles on tabletop sim tomorrow. I just building puzzle and chitty-chatting. I like puzzles. So, puzzle. Puzzle. It was a nice ending? Yeah. My nose is itching again. But,
yeah, thank you everybody for watching.
For the YouTube frogs, subscribe and like the VOD. For the Twitch frogs, remember to follow there. And for everybody, follow all of my socials there in descriptions and whatnot. And yeah. I will, like I said, be building puzzles tomorrow, and then I'm going to be playing the Splatfest on Saturday. I'm on Team Drums, because I like drums. I think drums are cool. So, yeah. Yippee! Yeah. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I'm going to end here, and I'm going to get food, and it will be good food, because I'm hungry, even though it's probably cold by now. I don't really care. Thank you. And without further ado, Frog Boy, hoppin' off. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Good night. Wow, happy time zone.